All right, let's see if that. Hello. It says we have excellent connection. Let's go side by side here. All right, let's see. Justin, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Shut this sucker down. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I gotta shut this down too. Shut this down. Quit that. Open that back up. Wow, that was just the best. And
right?
YouTube doesn't allow you to go back into what you had. So you have to like start a whole new stream. So let me
I'll send that link out.
Yeah.
Get it.
It's up right now. We're talking. We're live. We're excellent.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been live for about a minute. So yeah, we have excellent now. So I don't know what happened to the bit rate.
No telling, man. But
I did stop streaming to Twitch, so maybe that would help too. Let me check a couple here. Let me go full camera real quick. Discord here. Oh. Wait, this one. That's it. Yeah, let's delete that one because that's. Oh, delete that. Go back to full screen here. Still says we're excellent. We're back. Okay, Jackson, we're back. Can you hear us? Or can you hear me okay? Can you hear Justin okay, Jackson? Make sure everything's going good. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Yeah, he can hear you. Okay. Well, we're going to kind of do that again. I fixed the bit rate and I took us off Twitch. I'm not sure why that's having an issue, but we'll look into that again. So sorry about that. That's my fault. Sorry, Justin.
it's all right, man. Hey, it happens to everybody. Happens to the best of us.
Right?
But
okay.
Again.
Go ahead, Justin. Tell us a little about yourself.
All right. So my name is Justin. I have a small YouTube channel called Just Justin Collects. I started last year. We started a weekly live stream on Saturday nights at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do with my 4 co-hosts. I know it sounds like a lot. Everybody's not there every week. So we talk. It's called Collecting Justified. We try to justify our collections. And I collect, you can see a little bit behind me, a little bit of everything. It's the giant Marvel poster. I know, Snook, Marvel's got a lot to do with the stream today. But again, I've told you already, Snook, but thank you so much for inviting me. I'm really excited. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, I'm really actually excited because we had a little snafu for the first stream, so if you're coming in, we might repeat a couple things. But yeah, tonight, so I'm a huge Marvel guy. I collect tons of comics. You guys already know. I've never had that outlet to talk to somebody about Marvel. Met Justin. Obviously, followed his channel. Go over and subscribe, support him. And we just kind of started talking. I was like, hey man, would you be interested to come on the channel? Just talk about, you and us and about how we started getting collecting. And then I'm like, hey, you have tons of Marvel stuff because you actually submitted your collection to one of my live streams. And I was really impressed by the array of Marvel stuff. And I'm like, I think I could talk to this guy about Marvel. I'm excited. Like, let's go. And so I was like, I think it'd be really fun to do like a little bit of a competition here on the channel. So you are going to compete against chat for the chance to win the Uncanny X-Men Warlock Professor X. This is the retro card collection. I think it was a Walmart exclusive because I think I bought it the same time I bought the Venom. So that'd be really cool. So if you're here in the chat, you're able to compete with that, and it'd be really fun.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Excited to just blaze through these questions. Okay,
absolutely.
Just taking no prisoners. No prisoners. Yeah, hope you're ready, chat. I hope you're ready.
Yeah, he's got it for this guy. So you gotta bring your A game. So let me do something real quick, Justin. Let me do a little housekeeping real quick. Let me delete that old stream because it might confuse people.
Yeah.
Let's go live. live with that one. Let's do. Oh yeah, we already had 18 views on that sucker. So
yeah. See a couple more people piling in. I've got my eye on the chat right now, guys. If you're here, let us know you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, since tonight there is a giveaway, just want to let you guys know that we are going to. It is a subscriber only chat. We want to make sure, you know, everybody's supporting what we can. Since we are potentially doing a giveaway, you just got to band together and you got to beat Justin. So if you're wanting to win that figure, make sure you're here. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit a like on the video if you could. Definitely support us. Go over while you have the minute before we start the quiz. Go over and you know, subscribe to Justin. Just Us Collects. Like he said, he streams every Saturday at 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. So if you want to go check him out, there'll be him and a couple shenanigans usually going on over there. So
but we have fun.
Oh yeah, got to, man. That's the whole point of this YouTube adventure. So, all right. So Justin, tell me. So you got all those Marvel selects back there. I see a lot of MCU. I see some classic '90s stuff. What's your scale or what's your knowledge of Marvel as a whole?
So first of all, I apologize for looking down at my phone. I was just sharing the new link.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
But so I've talked about this before on my channel. When I'm like out in like whether it be like a comic book store or anywhere, somebody sees you and they notice you're a collector. The first question, what do you get, Snook? Oh, what do you collect? Man, it shouldn't be a tough question. It shouldn't be a tough question.
Literally everything?
It is a hard question for me.
It is.
There's so much good stuff. As some people have said, we're kind of in a golden age of collecting. I mean, kind of ramping down a little bit. Not really. The selection is getting bigger, but those prices are going up. So the golden age, we might be going more silver age, I guess. But there's so many options. So as far as Marvel goes, my introductory into Marvel was, I was born in '89, so I grew up mainly through the '90s when I was, all those '90s animated series, X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Iron Man, all of them. That was my gateway. I had a few comics here and there, but I live in South Carolina, it used to be a smaller town. It's boomed over the past 15 years. Yeah. Our local we didn't have any comic book stores. Our local grocery store had some comics. So I had comics.
Like that whole, the little newsstand twirly thing where it had a whole handful. Did you have the, 2 for $1 back-to-back poly-bagged ones? Like in your grocery store? Like you just spun it and it was like 2 comic books and it was like, it might even have I think it was like the overstock and then that store bought them, bagged them, or the franchise did. It was like some Image comic and a Marvel comic, nothing, it wasn't cohesive. It was completely random from genre to hero to brand. I don't know if you ran into those in your grocery store.
So there was no telling what you were going to get. It was just, you'd see that front comic and be like, oh, I want this. Yep. But it was impossible to put a cohesive story together because you get done with that comic, it's like, oh, continue to the next issue. I'm never going to see that next issue on my local Eagles. So that's not going to happen. But I as I think most of us do, as I got older, I kind of fell out of collecting. I would still get a few things here and there. But what really reined me back in was seeing MCU Marvel Legends on the shelf when the MCU was getting big. Okay. And I kind of got back into it. Yeah. And I still had a lot of my old Dragon Ball toys, so I got into SH Figuarts. I learned my lesson through some Dragon Stars. Some are okay and you can fudge them in. Yeah. But most of them are ugh.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely I think Dragon Stars for what they are for $25 are pretty decent. But when you start comparing, if you start trying to mix them in with SH Figuarts or that kind of stuff, I just don't think it completely works. There's the standouts. I heard the Cell's really good. The Perfect Cell.
Cell is good. Yeah, Cell is good.
But for me, I just never really connected with those. But they're decent, but I just not comparable. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. But even with that, it's SH Figuarts being I don't know, man. Instagram the other day, they dropped like a diorama of Daima, like the end battle of Daima, and showed like 7 more figures, and I was like, I'm out. I can't do it. I'm out. Because like Goma was 70, the main bad guy from it. They just announced Super Saiyan 4. These things are like 2.5 inches tall. He's also 70 with premium Bandai $10 shipping and tax, and it's like, it's getting out of control. And you're talking about Golden Age, you know. I almost feel like we're a bubble and we're about to pop. You know what I mean? Because there's so much. Like, the good is there's so many series. Because SH Figuarts coming out with Hunter x Hunter. You know, Yu Yu Hakusho's a thing. Like, they're going back to those older anime. You know, those, I mean, I guess Hunter x Hunter's like 2011 started. But still, like, that's still like 10, 15 years ago. So, I feel like we're in that bubble and we're about to burst. Like, you're almost going to be able to get, like, just don't buy anything at launch. Wait for the discount rack or Amazon. Like, I just got, from One Piece, God, I can't remember her name. The girl with the horns from Raiden Onigashima. And I got her for, like, $60, and she's, like, a $95 figure. And I think that's what the age we're in.
Exactly. And it's a scary thing, too, because you can wait for the sale, but then there's no... The market is so volatile. You never know really for sure what's going to go on sale and what's going to like skyrocket. So it's crazy.
Right. Yeah, because you don't know if you're gonna buy a dud, or you know, and be able to save that money later. Like that figure is just gonna fall flat. And you're gonna be able to grab it, or it's like I could wait on this one. I really do want it, but money's tight, or I'm trying to get a different line, especially with different series out there of like what you keep up with. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'll just wait a month till next payday. And then all of a sudden it's sell out. And you're like, well, damn, now I have to go to like eBay or Mercari and spend 25 or go like, especially with premium Bandai figures with the Dragon Ball line, you can buy them. Yeah, it's going to be, so the Super Saiyan 470 plus $10 shipping, which usually my tax is about $5. So you're talking like $85. He's 100, like I think like 124 on Big Bad. So it's like, do I jump on it? Am I don't? I almost jump on it more like not to regret it later, because I could always use those as trade bait. Like, oh, I don't want this. That's kind of what I did with Power. I had Power from Chainsaw Man. I ended up selling that one on Mercari, basically turned that money into getting the Jackie Chun from Dragon Ball. So like using that flow to like basically turn something I don't know if I really wanted, but it was a steal. I think I got her on Amazon for like $30. Like so cheap.
Oh, nice.
So cheap.
Nice.
And then I turned that, sold it for 50, and then I turned that 50 and followed a guy Z on Instagram and picked up Jackie Chun from him. So it's just like, it's nice. It's just like, at the same time, what happens if I bought that Power at 75, what she was retailed for, and now it's like a couple months later it's on Amazon for 30. Like it just, it's not, and it's not the value, I guess. For me, it's not the monetary value. Like, oh, this figure is really expensive. It's more like, oh, I could have waited and I saved more money, and then I kind of got 2 figures rather than just one.
Oh yeah, and imports typically hold their value or go up in value, but you do have those that, like you said, on Amazon, all of a sudden they'll be half price out of nowhere. But I've really had to limit my SH Figuarts Dragon Ball to like Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
I was doing I was doing Super and stuff. I had to turn around and sell a lot of that because I told myself, it's like, okay, I need to limit this.
Yeah.
Because it's Z. We're doing Z. That's my true love as far as Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Because it's the most nostalgic for me.
Right.
Because I'm already doing Legends. I do some very, very little DC Multiverse. I'm really into the DC collectibles / DC Direct re-releases of the Batman the Animated Series line, Pokemon, Power Rangers, which isn't a big deal right now because Power Rangers collector line is dead, so it's done, sitting there. I'm backtrack.
Yeah, because it got sold, right? Like Hasbro sold it again, because that's weird. Like,
yeah,
the Power Rangers license has sold, and then Hasbro bought it, and then sold it again, and then bought it, and it's like, because my buddy, he's a really big Power Rangers fan, and he did like the legacy figures, like the metal ones and the metal stuff like that, and he's like, you know, they'll start it and I'll get 2 or 3 weapons and then they'll abandon the line and sell it off and then they don't continue. But when they come back, they do it again, but the same weapons you already had, but they change the aesthetic of it so it doesn't match. And it's just like, it's so frustrating when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Hasbro, they still own it, so they can start back up at any point they want.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be a long time. Right now, they sub-licensed it out to and gave the license to Playmates.
Oh, okay.
So, but they still own it outright. So I don't know like the legalities if they have to wait a little while or who knows.
Yeah, usually that byline stuff kind of comes in there if like once you make a product, what you can buy, because like Marvel did that when they bought the Netflix or like all the Netflix stuff back, got Daredevil and all that. They literally had to, the day they owned it, they had to wait 2 years before they could even start anything on it, and that's why it's just now we're getting Born Again.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
so 90s cartoons and maybe what early 2000 cartoons, 90 like no wait, what was that? What like early 90s, like 90, 91, Fantastic Four, Surfer,
so
that kind of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and it kind of just bled over into all of it, and of course, like of course, I loved X-Men '97, the continuation.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going. So we are gonna start. All right, guys. So this is what we're gonna do. I've got to pull that up too. Oh, gosh, get my life together here, Matt. All right, I gotta pull actually the. Oh gosh, we're gonna start pulling the questions up. So the way it's gonna work, guys. Let me go full screen here for a second. The way it's gonna work is Justin is gonna compete against you guys. You guys are gonna. I'm gonna put polls out. So it's best to do this on a phone or a computer. If you're watching on our TV, pull up 2 streams. Have another one on your phone so you can go ahead and answer these questions. Justin is going to have pretty much as much time as he needs to go through it because I know sitting at him, looking him in the eyes, he's not using the internet. I'm going to limit you guys to 30 seconds. If somebody on your team guesses right, but everybody else's guess is wrong, whatever polls is going to be your guys' answer. Even if you knew it, if the majority of you guys answer incorrect, you guys don't get a point. So you're gonna be limited to 30 seconds. Please, if you can, have fun with it. See actually how much you know without using the internet. But I do have to put that little stipulation of no internet use because it's just not fair to Justin. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring up a poll. So I gotta go to my drive. And I'm gonna have to figure out, it's like a broadcast center over here. I've got like 400 tabs open. It's insane. So, okay. So we're gonna start the first poll, or the first question. Actually, let me ask this. Let me ask chat. I'm gonna let them vote. What category do we start with? So the categories are going to be heroes, villains, minor/side characters. Oh, I did not spell minor correctly. And MCU. Those are our 4 categories, guys, that we're gonna do. So I'm gonna put a poll right now. You guys get to choose first. Then once the poll is over and we figure, I put heroes. I definitely misspelled heroes. That's embarrassing. So you guys got to vote in the chat what you guys want to start with, and then Justin, you will choose, they will choose, and then we'll do the final, if that works for you.
Works,
So far we've got we're doing MCU. So as you guys work on that poll, we'll give you about a minute or two to vote, and then we will go from there. So SH Figuarts, Justin, what's your take on the balance between expansions of lines and quality QA issues that are popping up? Have you I mean, I don't know how invested are you in the anime community, because that's basically a majority of what my guys are over here.
So I consider myself kind of detached from a lot of it.
Okay.
Because as I got into other things and everything, I kind of didn't watch any of the newer stuff.
Okay.
So I'm a bit of a dinosaur with what I love.
When it comes to anime? Okay.
Yeah. So of course it was Dragon Ball Z growing up. I loved like Trigun, Gundam Wing.
So Dragon Ball Z, where did you experience it on Toonami?
Yeah.
Okay. So were you in the whole Tenchi Muyo reboot, Gundam Wing era too? Did you watch all those before and after Z, or did you just Z and out?
No, it was basically when anime, because anime started coming over really through Toonami in the mainstream.
Oh,
a little bit was here before then. Yeah. But it's really what
you had to like go to that. I remember before Toonami happened, you had to go to YouTube and watch them in like parts. Like one episode was like 4 parts, and I didn't even watch it back then. Like I started with Tom, and all that kind of stuff. Like Steve Bloom was the voice actor of him, which is also the voice actor of Logan in that 90 or the 90, at least the 97 series, I believe.
I think it's all the way through, yeah.
So, all right, we got 5 votes so far. We've got 60% MCU. I'll give you guys about 1 more minute, and then we'll jump in. So, and just to let you guys know, there is an MCU category because that is all about the MCU. Everything else is outside of the MCU. So it's comic books and more lore and stuff like that. Okay. So there might be some little curveballs in there, so be prepared. So when we do MCU, it's all MCU. But yeah, like, so not a big anime fan, but more Marvel 90s. 90s is kind of sounds like your realm. Anything like 90s?
Yeah, 90s, early 2000s, kind of. It's a little bit of everything.
So let me ask you this. Are you Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh? Which one?
Both, man. I love both.
Okay, so
I love that we're finally getting Yu-Gi-Oh figures from all these companies now.
Why don't they make Yu-Gi? Why don't they make Yu-Gi in SH Figuarts? You have all the monsters. You get into Dark Magician.
They need to make all the duelists. They need to go back to Pokemon and do all the trainers. Is what they need to do.
Yeah.
Because they did Ash. He's super expensive on the app.
Is he SH Figuarts?
Yeah.
Oh, because I remember like because there's a Venusaur and a Charizard, I believe. Mm-hmm. And then that was forever. Is that a Blastoise? Is that a SH Figuarts Blastoise? No shot.
It's so nice.
So they made the big 3.
Yeah, and I don't have SH Figuarts Charizard, but a little sneak preview on a video I'm doing on my channel. I just finished recording today.
Ooh.
Tell me if you can tell
difference.
The quality difference in these. This.
No, what brand is that?
Blockies.
Let me go full screen on you here so we get a better look at that guy. Blockies?
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Are you familiar with like YOLO Park? Them doing like Transformers model kits, but they're more like Build-A-Figures?
I mean, I know like Figure Rise that are Build-A-Figure, like Dragon Ball figures, kind of like that. Like where it's kind of like Gunpla, where like you snap the parts together and you snap them all there and then they're fully painted.
Everything is this simple. You just snap the pieces together straight out of the box.
Oh, really?
Look how it comes with.
It looks good.
A display base with fire effects.
No way.
And just as an example, this is like the Jazzwares Charizard, which is good. Pokemon Collect. But this is the Blockies.
Yeah, it looks.
It's got a matte finish on it.
Yeah.
AliExpress for about around $20.
That is not bad.
And it's got the same finish as SH Figuarts Blastoise on it, which is, expensive.
All right, so the results are in, Justin. You ready to do round 1?
Oh, I am ready.
Okay, so I got to go over to... Let me go ahead and queue up. So, guys, this is going to range... that's not the button. This is going to range from different... some pretty easy ones, some pretty hard ones. So just FYI. So I didn't want to deter anybody. I didn't want to make it super challenging. But I wanted to make it fun. So we're going to start with the MCU. Let me go ahead and bring my. You're gonna be. I'm hope you're impressed with the quality of what these questions look like. And guys, chat. I'm gonna pop you in the poll here in a second. You're gonna have like 30 seconds. Pretty much by the time I'm done reading the question to Justin, I'm gonna end your poll. Okay? So the poll has started. All right, Justin. Here's your first question. You ready? This is all
right.
MCU based.
Okay.
What year did the MCU start? 2007, 2006, 2008, or 2012? All right, guys. And don't look at the poll, Justin. You can't cheat.
Oh,
These are your competitions.
I've got the stream on my phone, but I've got my
Your phone
screen
over there?
turned off
All right.
now. Yeah, it's over there, and I'm looking like
Okay.
purposely this
All
way.
right.
So, it's definitely not 2012.
Okay.
That's too recent. 2000. I feel like this might be a little bit of a trick question
Okay.
because I know like when movies came out, and there was like a Hulk movie. There were previous Marvel movies before the MCU.
Okay. All right,
So-
guys. Poll, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your poll is closed. All right. So
So-
keep going, Justin.
There were 2 movies that actually came out in 2008.
Okay.
It was a Hulk movie and the first Iron Man movie, and that was the launch of the MCU.
That is correct. It was 2008. And my follow-up question, what was the movie that it launched with? And you were correct. It was the combination because in the Iron Man, at the end, you had Nick Fury talking about the Avengers.
Mhm.
You didn't know it was the MCU yet. I don't even think it had that nickname. And then in the
They didn't
Hulk,
know.
you saw Tony Stark show up. And it's just like,
Yep.
I remember that was mind-blowing. Do any of those other dates come to any of those dates? 2007, 2006, 2012. Did any of those come to mind of why?
2006, was that the other Hulk movie that came out? Was that the Incredible Hulk movie that had nothing to do with the MCU one?
No. No. 2007 is when I graduated high school.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, class of 2007. 2012 was the Avengers movie.
Yep. Okay.
So, and I don't remember when the Eric Bana one came out. You?
It was at least a couple years before. So probably 2005, 2006.
I don't know. Chat.
Yeah.
What came out? When did the Eric Bana Hulk movie come out? We'll put them to work. They got the
Right,
internet.
there we
They're
go.
probably using it anyway. Cheaters.
Yeah. Hit the Googles. The Googles. Us graduates of 2007 would say.
All right. So I'm gonna get this next question queued up, and we will get this rolling. I will not hit start yet on the poll because I need to add 1 point to the chat and 1 point to Justin.
Oh, the chat got it right too.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Okay.
They had it in about 2 seconds.
They're here to play. Here to play.
Dude, you
I'll
gotta
be honest.
be tooth and nail. They're only gonna, and that's where like there are some softballs. There are some
Right.
softballs. There are some a little. I think the MCU one, I would be surprised if any of you guys really missed because I know a lot of people's introductions was the MCU, but there are things that are done in the MCU that is not in the comics. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, Justin, you ready on for the next question?
I am ready.
All right, guys, it's coming in to you on the poll. Here you go. MCU again. Who is the first character to utter the moniker Scarlet Witch in the MCU? Agatha Harkness, Vision, Wanda Maximoff, or Tony Stark? Who is the first person to call Wanda Scarlet Witch?
Okay. So it wouldn't be Vision because he only ever called her Wanda. I don't think it's Tony. I think Tony called her Kid a lot. I don't think it was her. She didn't name herself. I think it was Agatha. I think that was like a big like moment in was it the TV show, the Disney Plus show.
You remember what the TV show? You remember what's the TV show called? Do you remember?
Vision and Scarlet Witch. Yeah, no, WandaVision. Duh. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think that was a big moment.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll so you don't copy his answer. They also got it correct. It was Agatha Harkness. She said it when they were up in the hex. Oh, let me flip over the visual here. When they were when she started, like, whenever she came up and she drained her power, and then she got the costume and the tiara of the Scarlet Witch. Yeah, so that was the moment that she was actually called Scarlet Witch.
It was never set. A lot of these characters don't get called by their names in the MCU, which is crazy. Yeah. But you don't really stop to think about that.
So the Rail Shack says, I remember Iron Man calling her a little witch. She did call her a little witch in Age of Ultron, her first appearance, but did not call her the Scarlet Witch. So, see, I told you there's going to be curveballs. There's going to be curveballs. So, but hey, both Chat and Justin got it correct. So we got to up the score. Here. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this. If you guys want to do other, like, bring a big anime fan on and maybe cover like Naruto or Dragon Ball, that'd be kind of fun. So
you do this format with just about anything.
Really? I mean, it just takes an utter crazy amount of time to put so just
big spreadsheet.
So yes. Oh my gosh. And I ran this by my buddy. He's a big Marvel guy too, and I just made sure all that, because it's the internet. If I get something wrong, I'm dead meat. They're gonna come after me,
Just blame Wikipedia.
Right. It's just like, ChatGPT put this together. No. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the next question. Again, guys, we are doing the MCU. There are going to be changes, so just remember MCU. Do not remember comics. Because comics do not matter right now. They will come into play very, very soon. All right, let's go ahead and flip to the question here and start your poll, guys. All right, you ready, Justin?
Ready.
In the MCU Spider-Man movies, what does MJ stand for? A, Mary Jane. B, Michelle Jones. C, Michelle Jackson. D, Mary Jones.
Now, so in the MCU, so in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, I remember it was different. So it's not Mary Jane because it was kind of a reveal at the end of the first movie. That's when you finally hear her whole name, I feel like. So it's not Mary Jane.
It's opposite. You knew her full name, and at the end of the movie, they call her MJ.
Oh, MJ. Gotcha.
Yeah, because when they were sitting at the table in, like, whatever detention or whatever they were in, they were sitting across from each other. My friends call me MJ. I think was what she said.
Yeah, and it was a big because a lot of people were mad about that. So what were the other options again?
So we've got Mary Jane, Michelle Jones, Michelle Jackson, Mary Jones. All right, internet, you had enough time. I'm gonna go ahead and close down your polls.
I'm gonna go Michelle Jones. No, Michelle Jones.
Michelle Jones? Let's see if you're right. Michelle Jones is correct.
Okay, I was worried about that one.
See? And also Chat got it as well. They went 80% Michelle Jones. Man, they're coming after you, brother. They're coming after you.
Yeah, man.
So there's going to be there's going to be a total of, I think, 40 questions. So we have time.
Okay.
So we have time for, if you miss one or if they miss one, we have time to come back. So let me go ahead and get that set up. So why I'm doing that, Justin? What's your favorite MCU movie right now that's not a team-up movie? So you can't count any of the Avengers movies, okay? Now, like, Thor Ragnarok would count, even though it's a team-up movie, but it's a kind of a Thor movie. So without counting the Avengers movies, what's your favorite MCU so far?
I think I've got to cheat a little bit. Well, no, it's not even cheating. I think Captain America Winter Soldier. There's other characters in there, but it's not a team-up movie. I think that's my favorite standalone MCU movie.
Okay.
Just I feel like it was really well done. Really well done.
So, Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
That I just think anything that the Russos done, I'm on board. You know, honestly.
Back,
So yeah, I know. Them doing Secret Wars, I'm freaking so excited for. So
hopefully they can write the ship.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's too early to tell. I'm a huge Daredevil fan. Like, I love Daredevil. He's one of my top heroes. Yeah. Maybe they have corrected it here with the rewriting, because so far, Born Again has been awesome. Yeah, so
that's what I heard.
We'll have to see what they do on that one. All right, so we will move on to the next question. Are you ready? So, chat, I'm going to read you the question. I had to shorten it because YouTube only allows me to do 100 characters, and this is like 120 characters. So yours is going to look a little different than what I say, but I'll read it to you guys. All right, here's the poll, all right? What was the name of the missile that Tony Stark was demonstrating in Afghanistan just before his convoy was attacked? Was it A, Jericho, B, Fat Man, C, Little Boy, or D, MOAB, Moab?
So I feel like this is a kind of a difficult question. This goes all the way back to the beginning.
Dude, this is almost 20 years ago.
Yeah. Oh gosh, make me feel old.
Yeah, no joke.
So you had some good ones in there.
Yeah.
But the giveaway for me, I'm drawing it out so the chat can steal my answer.
Yep.
Drawing it out a little.
Well, let's give them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, they're in the chat. Okay, go ahead, talk it out.
So this one's actually really easy for me to remember.
Okay.
Because it's the same name as my favorite WWE
Chris Jericho,
WWF wrestler of all time, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho, yeah, boy. Okay, and also that should be a dead giveaway, guys, if you are history fans, because Fat Man and Little Boy were the bombs in World War II. So there's a little bit of side note. I couldn't think of any other like mythical or like fake bombs. So I went a little bit with history. So it was Jericho. Loves Chris Jericho as well. You just made the list.
Oh god,
it's just so goofy. Man. I love it, man. It's great. So
I wish he'd come back so they could do an updated figure of him in WWE Ultimates, because he's still in AEW right now.
Well, I mean, once he leaves AEW and he retires, he'll be a legend. I'm guarantee you he's gonna retire. I mean, he's going to definitely go to Hall of Fame for sure. So, what question was that? Is that 4? That was 4?
4 or 5?
All right, so 85% of the chat said Jericho, so they got it right as well. And Justin got it right as well. Guys, you guys are going no neck. You guys know the MCU. I'm really excited to get to the comic book section.
If it feels right, go with a different answer, okay? Look at me. If it feels right, go with a different answer.
Just sidestep a little bit. Just let me have this one, right? Because if you guys beat him and he has all those legends, how are you gonna make him feel? Embarrassed. All right. Let me get the next question up, Justin, and then we will rock and roll on this. How you guys liking this format? Is it pretty fun? How the aesthetics and stuff? You like it? I made these all today, which I thought was pretty sweet. Justin, I don't know if you can see them. I don't think you can. We're not doing StreamYard here. We're not doing StreamYard here, so...
If I still had it up on my phone, I'd be able to look, but I don't want to accidentally see anything on the chats.
Gotcha. All right, so
I'll next... see it on the replay.
So next question is coming in, Justin, right at you. Chat, get ready. Get those fingies. Get them ready. Get off the internet, though. But stay on YouTube. That's really contradictory, right? All right, so here's the next question. Boop. And start the poll. What type of doctor is Stephen Strange? A. Neurosurgeon. B. Orthopedic surgeon. C. Primary physician. Or D. ER physician. Man, they're popping in like boom, 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 boom. They're not getting any time. I can tell they're not going to the internet because the second I hit start the poll, they're clicking the button. It's crazy. They're killing it over here.
So my first knee-jerk guess is neurosurgeon.
Okay.
But
when
I might.
Justin, when you get to your answer, let me know and we'll close down the chat.
Okay. I'm wondering if I'm getting that wrong because I feel like every doctor character in any show or movie is always a neurosurgeon, right?
Okay.
So is it general? But he was like a hot shot. That's why beginning of the movie, he thought no.
All right, chat. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing it. All right. So talk it out.
I feel like if he's a hot shot, I've got to be remembering it right because that's why he ended up crashing the car and hurt and damaging his hands, and that's what led him down to the path and everything. So I feel like if you're a hot shot, you're a neurosurgeon. So I'm hoping I'm remembering it correctly.
So
I'm locking in neurosurgeon.
So you're locking in neurosurgeon, and your whole philosophy is hot shot. Every hot shot in TV is a neurosurgeon. So not even basically. So it's basically like a generalized TV. They're the best of the best. They're a neurosurgeon.
Yeah. Well, I swear I remember it that way, but then I'm second guessing my memory because am I only thinking that because every doctor is a neurosurgeon when they're on a TV show or in a movie?
So are you on the fit? You going neurosurgeon? You're locking in A?
I'm locking it in.
Locking it in. Justin, just want to let you know, your hunches were correct. He is a neurosurgeon. Good job, man. And also 71% of the chat also got neurosurgeon, so they're cooking as well. You guys gotta slip. You guys gotta slip
chat,
something.
Don't follow your gut, okay?
Don't follow your gut. Just eradicate what you know, and just let Justin win, right?
Exactly.
So
treat it like a high school test, a high school exam you didn't study for. Just color in the C every time. Okay?
Just C all the way down, just so you can get out to hang out with your friends. Just get this over with.
Exactly.
So Justin, why I'm entering the next question for you, okay? Tell me why I'm doing this. What is you had to pick one. What is your top right now Marvel hero?
Top Marvel hero. I'm gonna say Wolverine, man. I'm gonna say Wolverine.
Wolverine, why?
But he's just a badass, Both iterations. I love the Hugh Jackman take on him, but animated series Wolverine, comic Wolverine. I said earlier I didn't have a whole lot of comics growing up, but one of my favorites was, I can't remember what story, but it was Wolverine fighting the Hulk, and it was just crazy. And I've loved Wolverine ever since.
Okay. So I'm a big Wolverine fan as well, but I'm mainly with Wolverine. I like him outside of the X-Men. When he's in the X-Men, I feel like he's neutered. He's not the hardcore. He doesn't, have those big epic battles within the X-Men. If he's in the X-Men, what's my favorite X-Men? It's definitely Cyclops, far and beyond from X-Men. But I do like Wolverine more when he's solo. So I do like him with Deadpool. That's pretty fun. Or when he's with the X-Force, that's pretty fun as well. All right.
I was never too huge on Cyclops, but you know what really turned me around on him?
X-Men 97?
They portrayed him. Yeah, they portrayed him so much better in X-Men 97.
Dude, he's awesome.
So much better.
He's so awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's go ahead and we're going to go to the next question. Now, this is going to be question 6, I believe, of 10. And then we got to get out of MCU. So this is all you guys' freebies right here. It's going to get a little tough. So, all right, Justin, here's your next question. Let me go ahead and start the poll for these guys over here. All right. Finish the line from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm blank, y'all. A, awesome. I'm awesome, y'all. B, I'm Groot, y'all. C, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. I'm Mr. Rogers, y'all.
Okay. So
and just for a little bonus thing too, not extra points. You don't get extra points here. Who said it?
Okay. Well, it's not I'm Groot, because the only person that says I'm Groot is Groot, and that's all he can say.
Okay.
Is I'm Groot. So there wouldn't be a y'all. The Mr. Rogers is a good redirect, because if you're not sure which person it was, that's
okay.
But chat, y'all go ahead and answer. Don't steal my answer. Y'all don't need any help. You've already got Google.
Let's go 10. Let's go 10 on them, and then we'll close it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lock it in. 1. We're locking it in.
And it was Yondu.
Okay.
And he said, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all," while he was floating down near the end of the movie.
You are correct. Man, I'm giving you some easy ones.
I'm telling you, man.
And I mean, 100% of the chat voted Mary Poppins, y'all. I think it was just like one of the most like iconic, like funniest lines. That one's pretty good, but I like the line from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 more, when Nebula's messing with the door and he's like, "Hit the button. What do I do now? Open the fucking door." That's probably by far my favorite line, probably from a movie. It's so good. But yeah, Mary Poppins, y'all, because he was floating down with Peter Quill after he saved him, and he had the arrow, so he's floating down and he had his feet together, and he's like, "You look like Mary Poppins." And he's like, "Is Mary Poppins cool?" He said, "Hell yeah, Mary Poppins is cool. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all." So yep, it was Yondu. Such a fun,
classic.
just a fun, just a fun part of the movie.
That's what they need to get back to. Get back to some fun movies.
Yeah. So let me show you guys the correct answer on the screen there. Made 2 different slides. The screen shows the answers, and then the next slide shows the one illuminated green. So, we got high production over here on the Snook Collects channel. We don't mess around. It's like a broadcasting network over here, quality. All right, so
I'm excited to go back and watch it on the replay so I can actually see all the graphics.
Yeah, it would be a lot easier for you to see the graphics, like the chat is watching the graphics, because they get the graphic and they get the poll typed out to them. I mean, they're just living luxury right now. It's not even fair. All right, so Wolverine is your favorite right now, top #1 Marvel character. What's your top favorite group of heroes?
Favorite group? That's a tough one, man. So an easy answer would be Avengers, but that's honestly not it. They weren't even mainstream until MCU.
Okay.
I want to say.
Don't let them take it away from you. It could be the Avengers.
I want to say X-Men, but
okay.
I feel like, and they're about to come back in the mainstream. The Fantastic Four has been harshly slept on.
Oh
in the recent couple of decades.
It's one of the best comic books out there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna actually curveball go Fantastic Four. I feel like it's just a great four members that really round each other out.
Right.
And they haven't gotten enough love. And hopefully this new movie is great. And they're gonna you're gonna see everybody wearing Fantastic Four shirts.
Hopefully.
And they're gonna come right back into the zeitgeist. Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. I hope we get to see in that movie what we should have seen in Deadpool and Wolverine, what an incursion looks like, what actually happens, because I think that's what's going to happen. I think Galactus is going to come, there's an incursion, because this takes place, they've already said, in an alternate universe, in a 1960s universe, and they're supposed to show up in the MCU. How that's going to happen, maybe it's not going to happen, and maybe they find each other on Battle World, and that's how they all kind of get together. Which, if you guys don't know, the Secret War run from 2015, that's kind of what Doomsday is taking a part of in that comic book. If you haven't, jump out over there. It is actually a freaking cool story. God Emperor Doom. You just get ready. I'm kind of upset with the Robert Downey Jr. pick, but we're not going to get into that. We got to get back to some questions, okay? So here's the next question. I'm going to start the poll for your chat. You have until the time I'm done reading. Justin, MCU. What AI system did Tony Stark replace Jarvis with? Okay. A.
Okay.
Friday. B. Karen. C. Edith. D. Ultron.
Okay. This is a good one because
Okay.
there's little Easter eggs in there.
Absolutely.
And think I think the only reason chat's tied with me right now because they're just stealing. They're seeing where my mind's going and they're just stealing my end.
Okay.
So, chat. I mean, I'm gonna need you to go and lock in your answers now.
You want to go ahead and lock it in? Let's give him.
Stop
want to get
saying what I'm saying.
Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're locking it down, chat. You better lock in your answers. Going down right now. Okay. All right, Justin. Roll it.
Could be looked at as a bit of a trick question because
Okay.
Jarvis was still around when he created Ultron, so they
Okay.
could think like, oh, he's trying to replace it with Ultron.
Okay.
But no, Ultron ended up being his own character, and Ultron was supposed to be something completely different.
Okay.
Edith was the glasses, right? I feel like, and well, the answer is everybody's favorite day of the week, right? It's Friday.
Friday. That's Friday. And it's actually Friday today. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, just kind of fill it in a little bit of fun facts. Friday is the system that Jarvis got replaced with. It's the woman's voice, and that happened in Age of Ultron, obviously, because we know what happened to Jarvis. Karen is the AI system in Spider-Man in the MCU.
His suit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. In Spider-Man and Homecoming and all the other movies, he has the AI system of Karen. You were nail on the head. Edith was in the glasses in No Way Home that controlled all the drones. So, and Ultron is also an AI, which is funny because kind of mythical and created. Fun fact, Ultron was not from the Mind Stone. He was actually created by Hank Pym.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
fun facts in the comics.
Yeah.
Yep. So, which they couldn't actually, they couldn't do that. Oh, snaps. Encounter Culture just sent a super. Justin sent you the answers. Whoops, this is an IG with a 199 super. I appreciate that, brother.
Kenny, damn it.
Yeah.
Now they know. Okay.
Now they know. Action Figure Avenue says mine is the Fantastic Four. His favorite group is the Fantastic Four. Man, have you been playing Marvel Rivals, Justin?
I haven't played it at all. I just don't have time to game, man.
You got to get it. We got to get some free time. We got to run it. It's fun. It's fun. Have you ever played Overwatch before?
No. Never played
Okay.
Overwatch. I played I don't know, like some other like battle royale type games, but I've never played anything like
Okay.
Overwatch.
So it's a hero shooter. So you kind of have abilities, and you go and you can escort vehicles or collect points. It's almost a copy reskin of Overwatch. I know they're probably gonna hate me for saying that, but I'm not sponsored. I don't care. But no, it's really fun, and it's so cool. They just added actually all of the Fantastic Four this season, and I'm looking over to the side right now because I'm getting ready for the next question, guys. So, but yeah, so if you ever have time, it's on all the consoles. It's cross-play and everything. It's free to play. Just added Thing, Human Torch, Sue Storm, and Mr. Fantastic. Puts it up to 37 characters inside the game, which is more than what Overwatch has, and that game's been out for 8 years. So just saying, it's fantastic. All right,
Wow.
you gotta try it. I'm gonna bully you into it someday. I know you got I know you got a small one at home, so I'm not gonna press too hard. So, all right. So next question here, guys. You ready? Justin, you ready? You guys haven't missed one yet. This is insane. And this is like, I might as well just put the points on the board. And chat, like, once I see a couple votes, I'm just going to shut it down. This is probably the easiest one on the board for you guys. And I'm going to start the poll right now. What percent did Thanos want to snap? A, 70, B, 30, C, 50, D, 80.
So this one, so chat, this is a trick question, okay? So it appears, I know everyone's thinking, oh, 50, but did he actually even say that? So, I mean, just think like,
Oh, he's
saying, like,
playing
I've
psychology.
been
You have time to
studying.
change your answers, guys.
Yeah.
Like he might
Yeah,
be giving you the
honest.
hint. So let's give him this is a pretty easy
4.
one. Let's hit 5. Let's go 4. Go 3. Go 2. Go 1. Let's close her down. All right. So chat's answer is in, so they can't steal yours. All right. They're doing really good. I mean, their answers are coming in lightning quick, unless they just got lightning fingers. Unlike the millennials that we are, they're these Gen Z over there. They're probably living on their phones. What is your answer and why?
So guys,
Don't mess this up, Justin.
it was 50%. He wanted to cut all the resources basically in half. Well, that's the thing. He should have
Okay.
just cut I don't know, doubled the resources, but he wanted to cut the population of everything by 50%.
Okay.
Which
You locking it in?
here's a good question.
You locking
Locking
50?
it in.
Okay.
Yeah, locking it in.
Okay. I
Here's a
thought you
good
did.
question.
I already put the answer on the screen, but you can't see it, so I didn't feel bad. Just want to make sure you're
Right.
locking it in so I can give you the right number up here, because you've got 8 and they've got 8, so it's neck and neck. You guys haven't missed one yet. Maybe I should have made this a little harder.
Here's the good question for everybody.
Okay.
Was Thanos sure that he wasn't going to be in that 50% when he snapped?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, so
That's why he said, basically making the hard choice. I mean, that'd be kind of selfish, right? If he,
Yeah.
I don't know. But you're right. Like, why? Okay. So why did he not double the resources? Like you said, exactly. No. My buddy Brad's in here. He's trolling. That's all. That's it. He's the reason I am a toy collector, and he's just in here trolling.
gosh,
Yeah.
the one to blame, right?
The one to blame. He's the cause of all this. But yeah, like why did he not just double the resources? Why did he scoot over, Justin, a little bit to your right? Just a little bit. There you go. There you go. Right over your microphone. That way you're in frame. Yeah, he could have doubled the resources, but he cut him in half. Like what the hell? What are we doing? So
Plot holes.
plot holes. Yeah.
Okay.
And he did say half. He never said percent, but I assumed it was 50. So, all right, let's go on to the next question here, guys. Believe we are on question 9. Neither chat or Justin has missed one, so you guys are both neck and neck. So somebody's got to slip up at some point. Okay? So, all right. All right, here we go. So we're going to flip over. We're going to start the poll. This might be a little specific, okay? What is Natasha's final line before she sacrifices herself in Vormir and Avengers Endgame? A, let go. B, it's okay. C, you will be fine. Or D, I love you. Ooh, okay. Let go. It's okay. You will be fine. Sorry, Chad. I put I will be fine, but it's supposed to be you will be fine. Spreadsheet. I know. I've typed this like 10 times. And then D is I love you. So when you get a train of thought of what you think your answer is here, we got about 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna close down chat because they're lighting this poll up. This one's a little divisive for them.
Good. I hope they get it wrong. I've got my answer.
Okay.
It took a little
So
bit of
let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lock in your answers, chat, and end. Okay. Here we go.
Snook,
Okay.
this one was a little. I had to reach down in my memory a little bit, but you know what?
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
Final
okay.
answer.
It is. It's okay. And chat got it at 55%. So chat coming together, man. Like, you guys, I thought that was gonna be a little bit tricky one. I mean, dude, instantly there was like 3 answers that was like, it's okay. It's like, what are you guys, robots? Like, I mean, I'm just excited to see the side of, actually being able to stump them with comic book knowledge. I can't wait. There's some questions in there that I just can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. So
Good. Ready to stop.
Jackson said, yeah, I'm not sure I want to. Y'all lock it in. Kraft says, oh, snap. I got it. Heck yeah, brother. Let's go. Yeah, I was indecisive at first. Well, hey, you guys got it. And you guys are a team. So just remember that. So, you guys can talk to each other. Hey, vote for this. I know I'm pretty confident. Just saying. Just don't use the internet. Don't take the fun out of this, right? So, let's go side by side here so I can get the next answer. So, Justin, do you have any Marvel questions for me?
What? Okay, same question for you. You asked me earlier. Besides a team-up movie, besides any of the team-up movies, any of the Avengers movies, what was your favorite MCU film?
I want to troll and say the Eternals, but we know that's not right. That's not gonna happen.
I didn't hate it. Oh,
it was terrible. It was terrible.
Man, come on.
I'm
not saying it was great. I didn't hate it.
They completely wasted. I don't remember the actor's name, but Rob Stark. They basically ruined him.
Yeah.
They were supposed to do the Black Knight. There was a teaser that never happened. Like, what are we doing? So MCU wise, it is. Can I do a tie? Can I do a tie?
Yeah.
Okay. I really liked Civil War. Because I don't know if you deem that one as because it's kind of a Captain America movie. So I like that one because I like the dynamics because of the real relationships, and then Iron Man 1. Those are my two.
Ooh, yeah.
So like they're right there. I really like Winter Soldier. I really liked the comic bookiness of it. I really like the comic. You got the whole 15-minute fight, which that's even with Avengers that really didn't ever happen. Like, you had the splash page is what the Russo brothers called it, which I thought was really freaking fun. So, got a message real quick. Let me check that real quick. I want to check it on my phone. Make sure. Okay, so my buddy Brad that was in the chat sent me a message. He said he didn't snap more races since it would actually increase the problem. It would accelerate overpopulation, removing half of living things, rebalance natural race selection to allow correct populations to grow in a healthy manner. Remember, Steve noted whales were back in the harbor. So basically, it's like, hey, I'm going to take this $10 bill, and now it's worth 20. Inflation. You're causing more of it. You're basically making things. Okay. Well, thank you, Brad. Dan. See, he's the guy. He's the guy. He's the guy that I bounce all these off of. So, he helped me word a little bit of them. I was pretty good. I got most of them by myself, but we kind of reworded things to make sure we got that definitive answer. All right. So you ready for the final question in the MCU, guys? Because we're gonna have to lock this down. MCU. You guys can't go 10 for 10. Like we gotta, which I think you're going to. But we're going to mix it up in the next categories. All right. So, Justin, here we go.
Chat. Nothing wrong with 90%. Nothing wrong with 90%, chat.
So, here's the poll is in, guys. So, in the film Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, what Infinity Stone is the story centered around? And can you tell me the color? But don't give chat the color. So, talk it through.
So... you want the color right now?
No, I mean, just what are you thinking? What like?
Oh, okay. So
I mean, how much time do you want me to give chat? Like, what do you think? I mean, we already got 10 votes in. Come on,
they only need like 5 seconds, right?
Okay, all right. So, all right, they got 5 seconds left. It's up to Justin. I'm making him make the rules. This doesn't seem fair, but I'm doing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing her down. Poll is closed. Good job, guys. All right, Justin, take us through what's going on in your brain.
So this was one really before they even let you know that the Infinity Stones was a thing.
Okay.
And it was just the orb at first.
Okay.
And then they open it near the end, and it's like a pinkish purple, right? And
I don't know. I can't give you the answer. I mean, I made the quiz.
And it was so powerful that one person couldn't wield it on their own. So they did the whole teamwork thing, which is the whole point of Guardians. They're a team. And that was also the most epic dance off of all time.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
It's like
so
Footloose.
it was definitely the Power Stone.
Power Stone. Let's see if you got it right, chat. Let's flip the slides and see if you got it right. It was the Power Stone, and it was purple. You were right. It was purple. But chat also got it right with a 80%. So just want to let you know, you both went 10 for 10 on this MCU part of it. Like, I'm kind of disappointed. I tried to put some in there that were a little too specific, and you guys just crushed it. Like, Justin, I'm not surprised. MCU, I feel like, was your wheelhouse. Now, there isn't a 90s category, so get worried, okay?
Okay, we might be.
We're on cloud 9 right now.
Right.
Cuckoo said, I guessed one wrong. I guessed the Mind Stone. So the Mind Stone showed up in Avengers Age of Ultron. That's what created Ultron. It was in the Staff of Loki. Technically, it was also in the first Avengers film because it was inside the orb in Loki's staff. But that's okay, Cuckoo. You also have the chat collective. You guys got it right. So you guys are 10 for 10. If you want to keep your own personal score at home, that'd be kind of cool too. So, all right. So chat chose MCU, Justin. That gives you the choice. Did you want to go into questions about heroes, minor and side characters, or villains?
So I'm thinking, let's go. You know, everything's a little too bright and shiny. Let's go some villains right now.
Oh,
Let's get some.
So this is
some zeros on that chat's board.
This is my favorite category that I made. I love villains. I feel like what has shaped my love for superheroes. So my top heroes are Spider-Man and Batman. I know that sounds super generic, but the reasoning behind it is because their villains are so vast. You can make 1,000 stories. Spider-Man has probably the best rogues gallery, and alongside Batman also has the best as well. That's why I really, really love villains, because it makes the hero really, exert themselves and pushes them to their furthest limit. So,
oh yeah, if someone were to ask me who has the best rogues gallery, Batman or Spider-Man, I would say yes.
Absolutely. By far. Yes. Even if you don't like Batman, and I understand some people don't like Batman or whatever for whatever reason, but the rogues gallery is just so deep and with quality. So Brad also says rogues gallery A+. Spider-Man's is so much like, if I had to compare the two, if I had to give one over the other, it'd be Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man's villains so much more. I feel like the psychology and just the aesthetic and a little bit how flamboyant those guys could be as well. Like Green Goblin flying, throwing pumpkin bombs. I said balls. How fun is that? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So
all of them are iconic.
All right. So now, guys, reminder: we are out of the MCU, so we are in straight Marvel knowledge. Some of these things, yes, have shown up. Why did I hit? I did not mean to hit Q&A. That was the wrong poll. I need to start a poll. So some of these answers can be found if you watched all Marvel properties. Some things that were adapted to the comics or from the comics happened in the show, but other things, and I'm just warning you now, there are some trick questions that aren't quite what the movies did. They changed them a little bit, so just be aware of that. We're outside the realm of the MCU, so it gets fun here, guys. So don't, if you're just an MCU fan, you'll learn something. Maybe some of these plot points will show up in other future projects and stuff. So you ready? You ready to jump into the villains?
Ready.
Let's go.
Let's
ready to be out, guys. So starting the poll right now, guys. All comic book based, no MCU. Just a reminder again. Other than Wolverine, what villain has an adamantium spine? A. Bullseye. B. Loki. C. Norman Osborn. D. Yellow Jacket. Ooh. Chat, I'm gonna give you like 10 more seconds. maybe? I don't know.
Can I get the multiple choice one more time?
Yes. Bullseye, Loki, Norman Osborn, Yellow Jacket. Pardon me.
So I know it's not Loki.
Okay, why?
He's a god. He's Asgardian.
Okay.
I don't think it's Norman Osborn. All of his abilities came from like the whatever like gas or whatever he used.
The Goblin Serum.
I believe. Yeah, the Goblin Serum.
Okay, we're gonna go chat. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna say Yellow Jacket because I'm not too sure about his comic origins.
Okay.
I'm not
You locking it in?
I'm locking in Yellow Jacket because he had a suit, and I don't know the whole reasoning.
Okay.
Besides copying Ant-Man's, but you know.
Okay. Are you sure you're locking it in? We're locking it in.
I'm locking in Yellow Jacket.
It is Bullseye.
Oh, really?
Chat got that one.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
chat,
you're up. Chat, you're up. 11-10. Yes. So Bullseye, he got his back broken, and actually at the end of season 3 of the Daredevil show, he's actually getting surgery on his spine. But back when that show was made, association with Marvel, they couldn't use adamantium, so they used another material. I think it was like, I don't remember, like something whatever. I don't remember exactly what it called, but it was actually adamantium. So which I think is really interesting. So Bullseye is one of my favorite characters.
I learned something today.
Hey, there we go. Yes, Loki is a god, so no mere mortal can hurt him. Norman Osborn obviously has the Goblin Serum, so that's where he gets most of his strength. So he actually has superhuman strength, so it'd be kind of hard to do what they did to him. And Yellow Jacket is literally what you said. It's just a copy of Ant-Man. Like, he has the suit. Like, so.
Right.
Oh man, they're over here mocking. W chat, gotta hear the reasoning on this. We up. So yeah, I don't remember who. I don't think it was Kingpin, but in the Netflix show, Kingpin broke his back. I don't think it was Kingpin in the comics. I just know his back was broken, and they replaced it with adamantium. Weird, I know. Just kind of like a little oddball.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
All right, so Justin, we are going to go on to the next question here. Why get that set up? If you were to pick up one comic today and start a line, what would it be?
One comic today. I think I would want to backtrack because, like I said, I never went and read I read comics when I was younger, but it was limited availability, and I never got to read a whole series.
It was like pot shots, like read one here, read one there. Yeah.
I would like to go back and visit like all of Secret Wars. And all that, because my introduction to that was
which run?
I guess there's
two different runs. 2015 was Secret Wars. That's what the movies are about to adapt with Doctor Doom, and then there was another one that it was the Beyonder. So that is the original, like in 80s. That is where Spider-Man gets his black symbiote suit. He actually gets it from a machine on Battleworld. That's how the Venom symbiote becomes onto him. Is before Venom was a thing, before Todd McFarlane got a hold of him. And actually, I got a copy of that from my buddy Brad for a wedding gift. I have a copy of Secret Wars number 8 with him in his black suit.
Awesome.
It's pretty sweet.
Of course, I know like a lot of the information from it, but I've never read it. My introduction to that is I know that's what they based the episodes of Spider-Man the animated series.
Okay.
They adopted that with like Battleworld, the Beyonder, and all that, where he got to choose his team and all that. So those were some of my favorite episodes. So I'd love to finally go back. So I know it's very different because, like you said, he got the suit before it was even Venom or the symbiote or anything. So I'd love to go back, and if I could choose any, I think it'd be that, just to get all the little nuggets from that story that I don't already know.
Right. Yeah, I mean I've only read like bits and pieces, like I know the key panels, but I haven't actually read the entire series because I'm not big of a digital reader. I like reading physically. It's just easier on my eyes. But yeah, I've never read the series myself. I would love to read it. I have read the 2015 one. I'm going back and collecting it again so I can read it. But the issue that was laying next to Deadpool with the one with Doom's face on it is very expensive right now. It's not worth it. So
Yeah.
all right, so we'll go on to the next question. We're still in villains. We're still in comic books. So I will hit the button here. We'll start the poll. Who is the first leader of the symbiotes? A. Venom. B. Null. C. Scream. D. Carnage.
Okay. So.
And just a little side note, Uncarded Reviews says the Beyonder was basically Q from Star Trek. I don't know anything about Star Trek, but cool. I like Star Trek.
Neat fact. So with the symbiotes, I know they all basically, like, Carnage came from Venom, at least in all the stories I've seen and everything. I know comics are different, they adapt different things and they change with time. But I'm going to say it was Null because he was king of the symbiotes.
So we're going to close down chat so they can't change anything, so they don't copy your answer. 87% said Null, and you say Null, and you're locking it in.
Yeah.
It was Null. You are correct. Did I update the score here? Yeah, I did, because they have 12. Justin, you have 11. Yes, and this is why, guys, when you're about to do this kind of stuff, this is why you'll always vent your questions, because my original question was, who is the leader of the symbiotes? And me and Brad were talking about it. Venom was considered the king in black. He was the leader of the symbiotes recently, and it was actually Eddie Brock at one point when he had Venom. And if you didn't know, Eddie Brock has a son, Dylan, and Dylan also was the king in black, hosting Venom as well. So it's Dylan has a very Cable, Nathan Summers storyline where it's like he's young, but he's also a future self, kind of like a Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. It can get a little confusing, but they both were. So technically, Venom and Null were known as the King in Black or the leader of the symbiotes. So we had to edit that a little bit. Thank you, Brad, for getting me up on that. But man, chat is unstoppable.
Right?
Like, am I ever gonna trip him up? So.
Hopefully.
Let's get some of these comments in here. So, Kuko says it was great buying 84 Secret Wars off the rack, almost as great as buying Samson Thor. So we got an OG comic collector here. Heck yeah. Jackson says, I know this because of the 2-pack. Oh, so
Marvel Legends 2-pack.
Yeah, see, toys and everything are we're using it. We're using it. Toy collecting is not. And then Walt Sampson's Thor. Oh, Samson, got you. Samson's. I haven't read a lot of Thor. I like Thor. I think he's cool, but I never really read his specific storylines. For me personally, when I read comics, I like the broody. I like the brutal. I like the street level of Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher. That's kind of my realm. And also, Kuku said he also did Fantastic Four as well. So, I read big runs of. I never read issue to issue with Fantastic Four. It was more like, hey, this storyline was really good. You gotta go pick it up. Like I was kind of that. And those I kind of read digitally. I didn't collect a lot of those. So, but yes, you both are correct. It was Noel. All right, let's go ahead and get this next question in here, guys. We are doing villains. Start Q&A. Ooh, this is a good one. This one is a good one. All I've got to say, guys, just remember, it ain't MCU right now, so don't get tripped up. Or maybe it's exactly what the MCU did. I don't know. Maybe. All right. All right, let's go ahead and flip over so you guys can see the question. We're going to start your poll here. Justin, you ready for this? What is Winter Soldier's arm made of? A, vibranium. B, iron. C, adamantium. D, titanium. Oh, we got divisive stuff over here. We got splits. We got hard splits. We got a tie right now in 2 answers.
So, I know everyone. So everyone knows in the MCU it was vibranium.
Okay.
So he got it from Wakanda.
Okay.
The big question is, was it the same in the comics, or did they change the material because adamantium wasn't available to them to use?
Justin, go to your left a little bit. Yeah, sit there. You go. You're in frame now, right there.
So,
ooh, we're going back and forth. We're going back. The poll. I'm gonna give you guys a minute, like 30 more, like I don't know, 5 more seconds to answer this. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. So you got vibranium, iron, adamantium, and titanium. I'm gonna give chat 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're ending it right now. Boom. Okay. So talk us out. Chat's already locked in. So
I've got to go vibranium because I want to say it could be adamantium in the comics, and it wasn't available for them to use in the MCU when they introduced Winter Soldier because Fox still owned the X-Men, the rights to the X-Men, and adamantium is with Wolverine and all that. So did they use vibranium because they couldn't use adamantium in the movies yet? But I'm just gonna go vibranium because that's what I know.
Gabriel, it's gonna be his first given arm. Guess I should have said that. First given arm. So what's your guess? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say vibranium.
Vibranium. Okay, so chat said 55% vibranium, 33% titanium, 11% adamantium, 0% iron. Gabriel, I'm sorry. I should have cleared that up. I hope that's what you guessed for because you both are correct. You and Cuckoo are correct. It is titanium. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry if I mixed you guys up. It's a wash, though. You didn't leave any room for Just to catch up. He got it wrong. You guys got it wrong. So I feel like it's a little bit of a wash. Sorry, I should have clarified what his first arm was made of. My bad. But it's a wash. Nobody got it right. He didn't catch up. You guys are still on that. You're still on that verge to grab this sexy figure. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're playing along because you influenced the guesses. You influenced your score. Maybe you're just the biggest comic book person. You're sitting there watching. Get involved. Learn something and have a chance to win the figure. So, but yeah. So first, because remember, he didn't get the vibranium arm inside of the MCU until after when he was known as the White Wolf.
Oh, that's right.
So his first arm, I don't think they ever clarified what his first arm was made of in the movies, but in the comic books, it was titanium.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Man, I'm really glad I see these like hardcore comic book guys over here, and they're clarifying to make sure my research was correct. Thank you. Man, we're gonna give you a little bit of a soft pitch here. So let me go ahead and get this one. So Justin, while I get this ready, what is your favorite villain in the, let's say, comic books? Erase MCU, just comic books right now.
Favorite villain? I gotta say Doom. Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
He's just so cool.
Dude, you're going like to the big of the big, man.
Yeah,
Dr. Doom is so big. Like, even Thanos wasn't that popular till the MCU. It's crazy.
One of my first villain action figures when I was younger was this original Secret Wars Dr. Doom. I remember having
really?
It. It broke. I was really sad. It broke.
Dang. Those are the hard days when you're like, remember that day when I used to have blank, blank, blank? Yeah, I remember those days.
Very sad. Very sad.
All right. So let's go into the next question. We're still on we're still on villains. We're still on the comic book realm. I feel like this is going to be a softball for both of you. Get a point for, I would consider, my unclarification for the last question, okay? And right here, poll starting for you guys, so make sure you got those fingies ready and vote. All right, Justin, what race is Loki? A, Asgardian, B, Inhuman, C, Frost Giant, D, Skrull. Let's talk it out. What do you think?
Ooh, this could be considered a bit of a trick one. Right?
Could be.
Is the MCU story along with the comic story? We don't know because we're talking comic here, right? So we're talking outside of MCU.
Yes.
But
Now your question is your MCU knowledge, is that the opposite or is that in line? Did they follow the comics or they did not? That would be your train of thought.
So, I feel like with this one they did follow it.
Okay.
I feel like. So
Why do you? Okay, so what are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards Frost Giant.
Okay, so why do you not think he's a Skrull?
Look, because he can change his appearance and everything, but I don't remember ever seeing Loki with like just a regular green, like a Skrull look and anything.
So let's give chat 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing it down. But okay, so you don't think it's Skrull because you never saw him as an alien. So what you're leaning towards Frost Giant? Are you locking that in?
I'm gonna lock that in because that's what it was in the MCU, and I feel like they stayed with that. They would have probably stayed loyal to like the comic storyline with the whole Loki adoption type thing.
You are correct. He was a Frost Giant. So, do you remember the planet?
Ooh, I don't remember the name. No.
Jotunheim.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and that is Norse mythology. So that is real in Norse mythology. He was a Frost Giant, picked up by Odin, just like in the movies. Raised as Guardian, but wasn't by blood. So, yeah.
So chat guessed as Guardian. Right?
Yep.
That's
Uncarded review says Loki Lafiston. So that is his name. Cuckoo said I went with Loki's DNA. Well, you guys got it right. And they literally put 100%. It's crazy. So
he was raised as Guardian, but he was a Frost Giant.
Right. Yes. So let's go. I'm gonna type in the next one here. I hope this is all right. I know I'm probably looking off the screen a lot. It'd been really nice to, like, I don't know, maybe have like a control a control person, doing this.
Right.
So I can host.
Producer.
Yeah, I'm doing producing and hosting at the same time. I hope it's not too clunky for the performance here. But Justin, we're going into the next question, and probably one of my most interesting questions, I feel like, because I feel like it's gotten a lot of hype behind it because people love this character, okay? And I'm pretty sure you love it as well. I mean, he sells tons of figures and merchandise. So, all right, here's the poll. Who is not a direct spawn of Venom? A, Toxin. B, Carnage. C, Scream. D, Agony.
So my train of thought is Carnage is definitely, everybody knows Carnage is the most popular spawn of Venom.
Do you remember who
Do
you remember who was the host of Carnage?
Cletus Cassidy.
Yep. Do you know how? Okay, so you know that Carnage is a spawn of Venom. You already knew that. Do you know how that happened? Do you remember the incidents or what happened or why? Got 8 votes in the chat. We're leaning really heavy one way over here, Justin. I think chat's pretty confident.
Right.
Here. So you got to make up some ground here. They've only missed one, and you missed that one.
I feel like it's between Toxin and Agony.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember.
So let's give chat 5, and then we'll run through your answer. We don't need no cheaters over here capping Justin's answers, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom.
So I might get this wrong because it's just a guess because I can't remember which one. So I know I'm 90% sure Scream is. So it's between Toxin and Agony. I can't remember.
Okay.
I think Toxin is not. So I'm gonna say Toxin.
You gonna say Toxin? Are you locking it in?
Yeah, I'm locking that in.
Guys, I think I should have made this harder. You both, Chat and Justin, got that right. Toxin is not a direct descendant or direct spawn of Venom. Toxin is a spawn of Carnage. So Carnage was a spawn of Venom when Eddie Brock went to the prison to interview Cletus Cassidy for all his murders. They kind of did it a little bit in the Venom movie, even though Woody Harrelson was ridiculous and just a shame. So that kind of story was pretty close how they did it. He went to visit it because he was still a reporter at the time, and the spawn got onto Cletus. That's how he got out of prison and started that whole, basically led into the whole Maximum Carnage persona. Toxin is a spawn of Carnage. Don't know a lot about Toxin. That's kind of outside of Carnage, and another storyline that happened was called the Separation Anxiety, and that's what spawned 4 different symbiotes from Venom: Scream, Agony, Riot, and Lasher. So those 4 were taken out of Venom when the symbiote was taken by the Life Foundation, I believe it was. Kind of like they did in the movie, in the nearest movie, and then that's how they, but yeah. So Separation Anxiety did produce Scream and Agony. Toxin was a spawn of Carnage. Brad's dropping some knowledge here in the chat. Brad says it was a jailbreak. Brock was in the same cell. The symbiote broke him out and left a seed which bonded with Cassidy. So they didn't do it correctly. Okay. Dan, he's my Venom guy. That's his favorite. So
there you go.
You gotta drop the knowledge. Thank you for adjusting that. I'm more of Spider-Man. I don't mind Venom. He's not my favorite, but I do. That's why I gotta give him the nudge of knowledge on that one. Real Sheck says, for me, the adamantium spinal cord was the most difficult. So the bullseye question was the most difficult question. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that got me. Is
that the one that got you? Yeah. I think it was.
The one that got me.
So, and I feel like, we're going to mix them up here. We're going to have some ones that I feel like you got to, like that one you got to talk through. Some of them are no-brainers. And then the other ones are like, I am not sure. So.
Just gonna flip a coin on
Q&A. Not Q&A. I always hit Q&A when I go to do these polls. I keep messing this up. I don't know why. Let's see. Let's get this one. I feel like this one's gonna be a layup. So we're not gonna spend a lot of time on this one. I feel like you guys are gonna just crush it immediately. So, Justin, what evil empire is Red Skull associated with? A, Hydra. B, Roxxon. C, the Black Order. D, Brotherhood of Mutants.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the poll. See, hey, I gotta put board. I didn't know how you guys were gonna do. I didn't know how Justin was gonna do. We gotta put points on the board. We can't go 0-0. So
do like they do. It's Hell Hydra.
Hell Hydra.
Hydra.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, definitely Hydra.
Okay. Justin, you are right behind their heels. 13, 14. I think that's where we're at. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points. And you guys got 2 wrong. They got 1 wrong. So there could be 16 total points. You're at 13. So they should be at 15. They should be at 15. I think I missed the last input. They're at 15. You're at 14. I missed the last input. I missed the Venom one because I think I kind of went right by it. So, all right. So they've only missed 1, which is the titanium arm, which apparently was my mistake. My inaccurate information slipped these guys up. Man, they're killing it. You have a hard opponent over here. And then you missed 2. So that puts you at 13 or 14. So at a 16.
Right.
All right. What was your least favorite villain portrayed in the MCU and why?
Least favorite villain portrayed. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I'm gonna say probably they keep killing off villains, right?
Uh-huh.
I really wish that they would have kept maybe somebody like Crossbones around. I don't like that they not necessarily how they portrayed him, but that they killed him off.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like a good character like that going forward to put up against the new Sam Wilson Captain America, who doesn't have the super soldier serum, would be a good antagonist for him. So it's a little more believable, other than this normal dude with wings fighting a Hulk. You know, it's like
true. That was a
put
little
him against some more. Yeah.
So we actually got some good answers in the chat actually, and I think I agree with all of these. Uncarded Review says MODOK. Oh,
that was terrible.
He was terrible. Like, just visually, he looked awful. Coco said, or Cuckoo said Submariner, so Namor. I thought the actor was okay, but what they put him in and what happened with that movie and all that, I just didn't think it was a good movie at all. I felt like they were like, hey, we're gonna film this time, okay, go, and I just feel like they lost track. And they did. I really like Namor for what he is. I think I like the actor. I think the actor needs another shot, but the movie was shoddy. And then Brad said Kang.
Yeah. Just kill him off in everything he's in, right? It's a real menacing villain.
Right. And then Real Shrek said Carnage. He didn't like Carnage.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Carnage looked cool when he was the symbiote. Just the movie was terrible and too silly. Like, Woody Harrelson did a bad job. Cletus Cassidy was casted wrong. Carnage was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree with that. I don't know if you agree with that as well, Real Shrek, but Cletus Cassidy was horrible. Carnage was not too bad.
The best part of that movie was the prison scene where he first gets the Carnage symbiote.
Oh, where he just like
going through. It almost turns into it turns into kind of a horror movie there for a minute, where he's just killing everybody. That scene was cool. Everything else was downhill from there.
So, but yeah, guys, in the chat, please, if I misspeak or get anything wrong and please leave it in there. We want to get the right facts here. I'm not prideful enough to be like, I'm not going to read those. Like Brad did, we got the correct origin of Carnage. I want accurate information here. So don't feel like you're going to step on any toes. We want the right information because I just think this is fun to learn and hear these stories and stuff. So, all right. So we're going on to the next question here. So, boom. All right. What is the Mandarin's weapon of choice? A, the Agamotto. B, the 10 rings. C, the Darkhold. D, the Ebony Blade.
Now, this could be a tricky one because I know the Mandarin's been portrayed differently in comics, in Iron Man the Animated Series, and then in the MCU.
Right.
And then he's actually two different interpretations in the MCU because the first Mandarin wasn't Mandarin. He was like a hoax and everything. And then
Trevor.
Trevor.
Yeah.
And then you get Shang-Chi, and the 10 rings.
Oh, so should we give him 5 seconds? Like, because it's totally the Ebony, or it's totally the Darkhold, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, end. All right. So your answer?
The 10 rings.
The 10 rings. That is correct. He was also done horribly the first time with the whole Trevor thing. That made a lot of people mad. That was like that movie was but they also said the 10 rings with 87%. The Ebony Blade is the sword of the Black Knight. So
what he got at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's actually in the comics. It's a family sword that's cursed. Eye of Agamotto, we all know that's the eye around Doctor Strange's neck, and the Darkhold is the book that every single person, it seems like, has held. So, man, you guys are killing this. I don't feel like I made this hard enough. I was trying to go, I definitely was trying to side on the, be a little cautious rather than being aggressive, because nobody wants to just sit here and be like, I don't know this, I don't know that, I don't know that. Like, that just isn't making it fun at all. So
he's sitting here at 0-0, just 0 to 0.
Cuckoo says, I really hope the rumors are true and we get a Marvel Legends comic Mandarin this year. Man, I mean, any classic villain like that, that's done accurately, would be sick. And I don't like how Shang-Chi did the rings around, like, bracelets. I wish they were the actual rings.
Yeah.
I thought the swinging ring things was goofy. I felt like they should have done, like, because all the powers, and I don't know if they didn't do that because the rings have individual powers, which kind of played too close to the Infinity Stones. Maybe like standard moviegoers would just be like, oh, so those are Infinity Stones as well, and I think it would really mess up a lot of things. So
that's probably the reason they did it. Probably.
Right. All right. Oh, here we go. This is gonna. Oh boy. All right, chat. So this is gonna be. You're gonna have to submit a type. You're gonna have to type something out for this one. And Justin, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Okay. I expect this. This is probably one of the ones that is gonna be the hardest. One of the top 3. This is one of those fill in the blank ones. There's no multiple choice. Okay. So we're gonna show the question. We are going to pop up the chat. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more time. You do need to actually type in the chat, I think, to answer this. I put a Q&A, so I don't really know how this works on YouTube yet. So I'm gonna give them time to figure that out. I don't know how they're gonna answer it. Maybe they could just put it in the regular chat. But the question is, what does MODOK stand for?
Ooh.
Did you know it was an acronym?
Yeah, I knew it was an acronym. And I've heard it so many times before.
Okay. I don't know how this is working on chat, guys. Like, I can't see chat anymore. All I see is question. So,
I think the Q&A is where they ask you a question, I think.
Yeah, but, I can't do a... So, guys, I'm just going to put it as a Q&A in there, but just type your answers in chat. If I see one of you guys type it in correctly, because I don't know how this works. They're stumped over there. I don't see any answers. I don't know how to operate this thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't even begin to guess. Like,
oh, here we go. So they're actually typing it in. Okay.
Okay.
Oh snap! Oh snap! They already got it. They got it. They locked it down. Gabriel coming in for the clutch.
I don't have it. I don't
okay.
Have it.
Nothing. You can't even string anything together. It's just
no.
This is
a complete blank.
It's just.
Yes.
I don't know. They're not like. This is crazy. Like, Gabriel, I cannot believe. I think you're right. Because there's to give you a hint, the M can be 3 different things. So the M can be 3 different things, then the O, then the D, and so on and so forth. But are you conceding your point? Are you just gonna take a You're not gonna take a stab at it? You never leave a blank spot.
Nah, I would write what what do you write? Just NA. There we go.
NA/A. Or like in a fill in blank. Hell if I know.
Hell if I know.
Yeah. So the answer is, which I don't want to end the Q&A yet for MODOK, because I don't know if their answers will go away. But the answer is, so it could be mental, mobile, or mechanized organism designed only for killing. So Gabriel put mechanized organism designed only for killing with a question mark. So he put it in, was not confident. And then also Jackson dropped in mental organism designed only for killing. So they both got it right. They got actually 2 of the 3. clap to chat. Like, I'm surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was gonna.
Now, organism for killing came back to me once you said it, but I don't even remember even after you saying it, I didn't remember the first part.
So I would take all three. They got 2 of the 3, so we're gonna give them the point. Dang, like, wow, guys, like, good job. Let me go ahead before I put your points in, because I don't think on this scene I have the points. So remember, Justin, remember we put that in. I'm gonna go ahead and type in the next question here. We're gonna start another poll, but yeah, I thought he was horribly done in the movies. He was pretty good. He was not bad done in the the terrible Avengers game though. I don't know if you ever played
really?
that one. Yeah, he wasn't too
No,
bad.
I didn't play that one.
He was not too bad. So, all right, you ready for the next one?
Ready.
Okay, we're gonna flip over and why you are going through your question and why they answer this next question. We are going to. I'm gonna make sure I put those points in. Okay. So here's the question, guys. Go ahead and start the poll. Which prominent X-Men character is Juggernaut related to? A. Wolverine. B. Cyclops. C. Professor X. Or D. Rogue. Say, why you guys do that? Justin, I think Justin didn't get a point, but chat got a point.
Yes.
Man, I don't know where you're gonna make. If they got that one, I don't know where you're gonna make up ground.
I don't know.
You
Maybe
gotta-
this one. Maybe this one.
Maybe this
Because
one.
I know this one. I
Okay.
don't really have a way of talking through it.
Okay.
I've got my answer.
Well, we
Right.
already got 7 votes down, and they're all the same thing, 100%. So let's go ahead and give them 5, 4, unless they want to change. Are you guys sure you're right? 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and end that bad boy. All right, talk us through it. What are you thinking here?
So I believe in the comics,
Okay.
it's Professor X, and that was the original point of the whole helmet. So he couldn't, kind of like how they did the same thing with Magneto. The whole
Okay.
reason he has the helmet is so Xavier can't like mess with his mind.
So you locking
And
it
that's
in?
Yeah, I'll say Professor
It is
X.
Professor X. Yes. Cuckoo dropping some knowledge. X-Men number 12.
Wow.
Man, that's
Wow. That's early. Early.
yeah. That's some knowledge right there.
They were brothers, right?
Stepbrothers.
Stepbrothers? Okay.
Stepbrothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember which side it was, but dad, mom of one of each of the kids get married. So I don't remember. Cuckoo probably could answer that for us. I mean, they're dropping all the knowledge. Which side of them is that? But I don't remember. But yeah, stepbrothers.
Okay.
So let's roll up the next question. And I'm dude, this is so fun. I'm having a blast.
Is this which question is this in villains? Is this 8? 9?
This way 10.
This is 10? Okay.
This is the last one in villains, and then we'll have chat vote on what category they want to do next. Because that was 9. This is 10. All right, guys. Chat, you ready to go on to the next question? Oh, here it is right here. They already saw it. I didn't even realize I put it up. Okay. This villain was voted as the mayor of New York on the anti-vigilante campaign. A. Norman Osborn. B. Wilson Fisk. C. Luke Cage. D. J. Jonah Jameson.
Okay. So it's gonna be a villain. So it's not J. Jonah Jameson, even though he's very anti-vigilante. He's very anti-vigilante.
Okay.
So to me, it's between Norman Osborn and Wilson Fisk.
Okay.
So and
Why
it really could be.
Why isn't it Luke Cage?
He's a hero, man. He's a hero, street level hero. So
All right, so let's give them a couple more seconds here as you ponder. I don't want to cut them off too short, but it feels like they're already locked in. They're 86% of 7 votes locked in to one answer. So let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, And we're closing her down at 86%. Justin, what do you
say? Say Wilson Fisk, because I feel like I remember, you know, I get drops of knowledge throughout the community through like friends and stuff.
Okay.
I feel like it would be Wilson Fisk, mainly too because I feel like Norman Osborn's always looped, right? Like,
right.
I don't know if he ever like comes back to. He probably comes back too and everything. I feel like it's Wilson Fisk.
So
like him.
and also
he's very.
Just want to let
fights the vigilantes.
Yeah,
so.
and I just want to let you know all 4 of these have been mayor of New York in some iteration. So there's a little bit of they've all been mayor, but which one won on that specific incident?
Yeah,
so
I feel like Wilson Fisk. I'm gonna lock.
You lock it in?
Yep.
With Wilson Fisk.
Oh.
Man, chat is dominating with 85% Wilson Fisk. You're locking it in. Man, these numbers keep getting higher and higher here.
That knows their stuff, man.
So out of 20, did you miss 4? You've missed 4? You missed MODOK?
I missed MODOK. I missed the adamantium spine.
And
question. I missed
adamantium spine. You got null. You missed Winter Soldier's arm.
Yeah.
And MODOK. So that's 3?
I think that's 3. Yeah.
So you should have 7. So you should have 17.
Yeah. Chat, correct us if we're wrong. I don't want to get in it.
Let's definitely correct me. I think they got, because you're, and they got 1. They only got 1 wrong, which was the arm.
The arm.
So they got 19. I think, guys, track my numbers, make sure I'm correct. It's kind of hard to.
I should be, I think, 2 behind them. I think.
Yeah, you would be 17. They would be 19 because I think the only one they got wrong was the Winter Soldier's arm.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. So this is gonna be. This is fun. So we're halfway done. Just kind of let you know we're kind of halfway done. We can do 1 or 2 more rounds. What are you feeling, Justin? 1 or 2 more rounds?
I don't want to cut everybody short, but I probably do need to be going here soon.
So let's do one. Let's do heroes then.
Yeah, let's do heroes. I need a hero. I need a hero. Come on.
Let's do some heroes. This actually, I actually put a lot more questions in. I didn't think this was going to be flowing like it's been. But let's go heroes. So we have an entire 10. We have 10 more questions. Okay. All about heroes. So kind of like what we did with the villains, but on the flip side. So again, comic book based, all that kind of stuff. So let me go ahead and start the poll over here. I always click on that dang Q&A. Like, that is not helpful. Like, so we got some, and guys, so we're gonna do heroes. I do have minor character / side character questions. What I'll do instead, which I think will be really fun, is I'll drop those questions over on my Instagram, the first slide. Then the next day, I'll drop the answer. We'll put them into the story. So go over and follow me on Instagram. It's Collecting Snook. So if you guys want to keep playing along on that side of it, let's drop it in there. But for this game today, for that figure back there, it's just going to be for this round here. So, all right, Justin, we're going heroes. We got 10 more questions, and then we got to determine the winner, okay? So we got, so it's going to be out of 30 points. You're 2 behind. So we got to wrap it up. So we gotta catch it up here. All right, so here's the start of it. Which character does not break the fourth wall? She-Hulk, Deadpool, Doctor Strange, Squirrel Girl.
Okay, so this one, I think we all know the more popular two.
Okay.
Deadpool. That's what his whole persona is based off of.
Okay.
Right. She-Hulk, a lot of people might have not known that. I personally didn't know she was a fourth wall breaker until she became a little more mainstream with the show coming out. And then I kind of learned that through everybody. And of course, the show. I know that you might think Doctor Strange might because he's a zany kind of person. CU. But
You will give them 5 more seconds and then you lock it in your answer?
Locking in my answer.
Gotta say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, they locked it in. They're 100%. They're all on board. They're clamming together. They want this figure.
Doctor Strange is the only
Doctor
one
Strange?
that doesn't break the fourth wall. The Squirrel Girl is less known character,
Okay.
but I know she apparently does too, from what I've heard.
Okay, so we're locking it in. It is Doctor Strange. He does narrate a lot of what's going on and explaining a lot, but he does not talk to the fourth wall. So, and fun fact, She-Hulk is the first one to ever break the fourth wall. Fun fact. Didn't know if you knew that. I thought it was kind of interesting.
I think I remember hearing somebody say something about they kind of took that shtick from her and used it with Deadpool.
Yeah, because Deadpool's kind of a newish character. Like, he hasn't been around as long. Because it's created by Rob Liefeld. So, all right. So we're just going to jump right into the next question here. Justin, here you go. Start the poll. Which planet is Groot from? A, Planet X. B, Sakaar. C, Xandar. D, Earth.
Huh. I don't remember ever hearing what planet Groot was from.
Okay.
So
Let's talk us through it. Process of elimination.
I don't think it's Earth.
Okay.
I feel like he would be from somewhere else because he's his own race, is the thing.
Okay.
The other one, it was Planet X, Xandar, and what was
Sakaar.
Sakaar? I don't think it's Sakaar. I don't think it's Xandar.
Real Shrek, yes. Sorry.
I remember those from the movies. I remember those planets being referenced. I'm gonna say.
So they never say the planet.
Yeah.
But it shows the planet in the first movie when they're walking in that thing and Peter Quill's doing the whole like flip the thing off gear thing. It shows all their bios. It shows it there. Okay, let's give them. Okay, guys, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're dropping it out. Okay, they're locked in. What do you got, Justin?
That might pull away on this one a little more. I want to say Planet X. I feel like.
Locking it in?
I think so. Yeah.
It is Planet X. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
confidence. You got this. You got this.
That was only through process of elimination because I remember them mentioning Sakaar. I remember the other planets being mentioned. And
Sakaar Sakaar is the planet that Hulk goes to, like in the Ragnarok movie, where he's actually sent off of Earth, which actually starts the whole World War Hulk storyline. Xandar is the home planet of the Nova Corps.
Yep. Yeah.
And then Earth, obviously. Earth, so it's Planet X. But yeah, in the moniker where they're standing in front of the screen, and they're all like, and Groot leans over and stuff, in the bottom right, it says Homeworld Planet X. So they never say it, but yeah. All right, so hey, see, you just have to have confidence. I have confidence in you. I mean, chat's just rolling right now, dude.
Rolling.
They're just rolling.
They've got a couple experts in there, and they're just letting them vote, and then they're
like,
just following.
Yeah, like I didn't expect like this hardcore of like some fans out there. Like I feel like pretty confident in the level of quiz I gave you. Like you're getting some, you're getting tripped up on some, but I feel pretty confident. So
might have to do a hard mode for just the chat one.
Oh, dude, they may have to make one for me, but that'd be kind of cool. You guys submit questions to me, see if I can answer them. That'd be kind of cool. So, all right, you ready for the next question here?
Ready.
All right, this is gonna be a little oddball question here. What is the name of the Canadian super team? A, Guardians of the Galaxy. B, Alpha Flight. C, X-Men. D, The Defenders. Man, they're just like 4 votes like that. Before I can even finish the sentence, they're already voting.
Yeah. So I know this one. I don't have a reasoning for knowing it.
Okay.
I just know it from
process elimination. Do you know where the other ones are located if you're confident in the one?
So Guardians of the Galaxy, they're just out in space.
they're just out there. Okay.
Yeah, they're a little more north than Canada.
So let's give them. Yeah, literally. Let's give them 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. Okay, they're locked in. They're locked in. Man, wow. Cuckoo is dropping some knowledge. X-Men 120 to 121 is apparently the first, which is apparently the first appearance of said team. Which one are you locking in and why?
I'm gonna say Alpha Flight.
Okay.
Because I just know from those figures being released, I remember hearing like friends talk about like, oh, this team, Canadian team, and stuff like that. So I'm locking in Alpha.
Alpha Flight? You are correct. Alpha Flight is the correct answer.
And I believe like their colors are kind of like the Canadian like flag colors, right? For their costumes.
Yeah, they're all different. Yeah, they're kind of like the Canadian Guardians. Like even before the Guardians of the Galaxy movies came out, a lot of people didn't know who the Guardians were. So they're pretty niche. But yeah, so obviously the X-Men are upstate New York. The Defenders are New York City. Guardians of the Galaxy are extreme north. So yes, it's Alpha Flight. So I felt like I kind of made that one a little bit more easy with some obvious slip up, other answers. But this one's gonna be fun. The next one's gonna be fun. So, but yeah. So I don't know that much about Alpha Flight. I just kind of know who they are, and they actually just showed up in the current run of the X-Men comic again. I think it's Uncanny X-Men that they showed up in. It's kind of interesting. So it's like, oh, let's make a question about them. So all right, so we're gonna go to the next question. I'm gonna start the poll for you guys. There you go. All right, Justin, what is Blade's real name? A, Scott Lang. B, Eric Blake. C, Eric Lyncher. D, Eric Brooks.
So it's not Scott Lang. That's
okay.
Ant-Man.
Got to put the obvious in there. Yep.
All right. Lyncher. That's somebody else's last name. I don't want to get it wrong and get roasted in the chat. That's somebody else's last name. Isn't that Magneto's last name? Lyncher? Yeah. Right? So what were the other options?
Let's go Eric Lyncher, Eric Brooks, Eric Blake, Scott Lang. Those are so if you have eliminated Scott Lang, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 3 choices.
I've seen the Blade movies behind.
So let's shut down the chat. The chat here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, they're locked in. Woo! It ain't looking good, brother. It ain't looking good.
I'm gonna say Eric Blake.
Locking it in?
Yeah. I think that sounds right. I don't know, man. That's like old.
Yeah, it did.
That's long gone information.
Okay. So I just confident locking it in?
Yeah, not confident, but I'm locking it.
Locking it in? It's Eric Brooks.
Brooks. Okay.
Brooks.
Okay.
Yep. And if you've seen the very first Blade movie,
yeah. Oh yeah.
They mentioned it at the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
So
God, I haven't seen
and chat got it with 66%.
Okay.
So
makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
Because it was, they had a harder time with that one too. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you ready for another hard one?
Ready.
So this is gonna be hard, and this is gonna be another hard one, chat. This is gonna be another. This is gonna be another Q&A one. So you're gonna have to type your answers. You guys get the benefit. One person can get it right, which is the right for the whole team. Justin only has himself. So, all right, you ready? What does SHIELD stand for? I see no question, no answers to the chat over here. So this is the time for you to jump up. What does SHIELD stand for?
And these acronyms are getting me because, gosh, it's like when you know something's an acronym,
Yep.
and you've heard it probably 100 times, but then it's like trying to pull it out of thin air. It's like, ugh.
So I'm gonna give you a hint since you're a little bit behind. Coulson said it multiple times in an Iron Man movie before you realize what he was talking about.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculously stupidly long.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Guys, Jackson, make sure you put it in the question Q&A field if you can. I don't know how that works, so. I feel like he. Oh. Ooh, we got.
Chat's probably got me on this one.
Well, they got.
Yeah, they got me on.
Okay, I'm gonna end the Q&A. We got 2 different answers. So, what? You have a stab in the dark, or are you just going NA on this one?
I'm going NA because
NA. Okay.
I get hung up on, so with the acronym, it's like once I hit a letter that I can't remember, I can't move on from that one.
So I'm gonna read. So I'm gonna read the 2. Only 2 people answered this question. So I shut it down quite fast, guys, because I didn't want to use. But we got just some pretty quick answers here. Cuckoo said strategic headquarters and international espionage division. And Jackson said strategic homeland intervention enforcement and the logistics division. And with that, Jackson got it right. Strategic homeland intervention enforcement and logistics division.
That is such a long acronym.
Oh, Cuckoo said in comics, it's the Supreme Headquarters International Espionage Division.
Oh, okay. Well, the more you know.
Well, I thought it was this one. I don't really like S.H.I.E.L.D. I just thought it was kind of interesting. So we're going to give it to chat. Cuckoo, I believe you. I 100% believe you. But the answer I was looking for, Jackson already got it as well. So I'm going to count that as a win for chat. So that's 23 for chat. Man, they're killing it. They're killing it, man. So I'm not trying to make you look bad, Justin. I promise. This is all for fun.
Okay.
This is all for fun, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
fighting for pride.
Fighting for pride. All right, let's start another poll. We got this is question 6, Justin. We're still good on time here?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because what we'll do is we'll wrap up the questions, and then depending on the winner, unless you have a triumph of comeback, we might have to run the giveaway.
So what's the point deficit at this point?
Well, we got I'll tell you here in a second. Let's go ahead. I got to flip back to the other slide, which is also going to show the question. So I'll read you the question so you can start thinking on that, check and get cooking, and I'll tell you where we're at. So here we go. Who was the first person to hold the title of Captain America after Steve Rogers? So the score is Justin, you have 19, they have 23.
Okay.
So 4-point difference.
Okay.
So Bucky Barnes, Frank Castle, Sam Wilson, John Walker are your options.
Okay. I feel like this could be a bit of a trick question because in adaptions and everything, I know comics are always really different. If you're thinking if you were going by the movies and thinking that was the same as the comics, it was John Walker. But I feel like in the comics, it was someone who was never Captain America in the movies or shows so far.
Okay.
So, I think I know who it is.
So let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're locked in. Who are you going with?
Sam Wilson, he becomes Captain America in the comics as well. But I'm going to go Bucky Barnes. I think
Bucky Barnes?
Bucky became Cap right after Steve
Cuckoo
Rogers.
said in comics, all 4 of those choices are wrong. Oh.
I thought Bucky definitely became Captain America at some point.
Well, Cuckoo's saying this wrong. He had a couple of replacements in the Golden Age. Well, Cuckoo, you are just getting extra credit. So I put it's Bucky Barnes. So they voted 80% Bucky Barnes. Cuckoo, I'm sorry, my research was probably flawed on this one, so that's my bad. But you guys still got it, so I don't feel bad there that you still got your point. Correct.
So
Like,
is he saying
who? So what would the correct answer be then, Cuckoo? Like, give me the correct answer, because I mean you're dropping like straight at comic book knowledge, which I'm amazed.
Yeah. So there was someone before?
Apparently, I guess.
Those? Huh.
I'd have to Google it. Is what Cuckoo said.
Well,
so
let us know when you find out.
I mean, I Googled it. I even Googled who was the first person, so
Alright.
I was pretty confident, but I could be wrong. I'm okay. But hey, we all got the points. Everybody's happy.
It's okay.
If
Chat's
I
still
want
ahead
it,
by
you may
4
change
points.
it. What was the first notable person? How about that?
There you go.
There. I
There you
changed the
go.
answer, and we still were right. Sorry about that, Cuckoo.
So I think if my math is correct, I think if I get one more wrong, I don't think I can win, right? Or
We
am
will
I
be on
already
question.
only-
We're on question. We're on question 7. So there's 3 more, and you're 4 behind.
Oh, okay.
So this
yep,
is all.
you're
This is all. This is all pride.
pride.
This is
Okay.
This is to justify your Marvel
There we go.
knowledge.
Justify. So I'll tell you what, chat. For these next 3, you're just gonna get my just. I'm not even worried about you copying my question. You're gonna get my just
Maybe you need a copy of their
knee-jerk
question.
reaction answer. Yeah. Let me get the chat open real quick.
Good.
But yeah, you'll get my knee-jerk reaction.
Okay.
To the question.
So, who gave Johnny Blaze the spirit of vengeance? A. Dracula. B. Noel. C. Mephisto. D. Dormammu. Man, these questions are coming in so freaking fast. This is not hard enough for them. It's ridiculous.
No. I feel like it's definitely Mephisto because he's like
Okay.
basically the devil in the comics. Like he's who would give that.
Okay.
That's what I feel like.
So
I'm gonna say
we
Mephisto.
locking in Mephisto?
Yeah.
We're gonna end their chat as well because they also said Mephisto. It's Mephisto.
Nice.
Hey, there we go.
Woo.
It was the devil himself. Again, all answers are wrong. It was the devil, is what Cuckoo said.
Well, Mephisto was basically the stand-in for the devil, right?
So Jackson, the spirit of vengeance is the incarnation of Zardos. So, but Johnny Blaze made a deal with Mephisto. But you are technically correct. But yes, the only time the devil appeared in the Marvel comics.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
I'm okay with being wrong on that. I mean, it's Mephisto.
It's-
By mistake. No, you're good, brother. Retcon. Oh, Coco said it was retconned to be Mephisto. So it's it's
okay.
right
So
slash
right.
wrong. So,
Yeah.
because I think Mephisto basically took the role of the devil.
Yeah.
So-
They don't want to just constantly say reference the
Yeah.
devil in comics, so they gave him a
Yeah.
different name.
Man, Kuka's making me sweat over here, man. Maybe I should have just checked these like 10 times over. Got me sweating over here, brother. All right, so this is gonna be a little bit of a tricky one for you, Justin. I think. This is gonna be a comic number specific answer. I'm sure Cuckoo's gonna get it in about 2.5 seconds. It's gonna happen.
Definitely.
So, all right, so the poll is up for you guys. It is ready. What was the first appearance of the Punisher in the comics? A. Doctor Strange number 81. B. Daredevil 36. C. Captain America 241. Or D. The Amazing Spider-Man 129.
Ooh. I think I know this one.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
So
Let's go.
I believe, just like in the he showed up in a certain animated series.
Okay.
I feel like his first appearance was with that same character in the comics. I feel like.
Okay.
So I've got my answer.
Okay.
I'll lock it in. I'm gonna say.
So
D.
let's go 5,
Spider-Man.
4, 3, 2, 1. They're locking it in as well. Yes, it is Amazing Spider-Man 129. If anybody has this and one doesn't want it, send it to me. I'm a big Punisher fan. It's really expensive comic. It's really cool. I've actually, Justin, when you watch this back, I actually displayed the cover on this one as well. But yeah, Jack Action Figure Avenue said, I remember the cover with Punisher hunting Spider-Man. Yes, he was hired to hunt Spider-Man. So, Deadpool right now is hunting Miles Morales in the Deadpool comic. It's pretty interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really it's really cool. So yeah, so both of you got it on that one.
Yeah. Points for pride. Points
Hey, we're over 20. We're over 20. So now, Cuckoo's really got me sweating on this one. William Burnside in 1950s Captain America Commie Smasher. So that's the first. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I'm old, but not that old. Wow, that's above my head, brother. I appreciate you dropping the knowledge for us, though. That's awesome. But I should have said notable. That probably would have shirred it up a lot more.
The history of comics is
it's so
such a
convoluted.
deep well.
Dude.
Such a deep well.
Oh yeah. Well, and I am just honestly, I'm enjoying the knowledge. I mean, out of 40 questions so far, I don't feel like I did a bad job.
No.
This one, dude, this question right here, Cuckoo's got me shaking in my boots. I don't know. I'm questioning everything right now. So, you ready for this one? Now, this is question 9, so we only got 2 more. I think. Okay. Oh, that is not how you spell professor. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and flip over so you can get the question. There's the poll. Who built the first Cerebro? A, the Beast, Hank McCoy. B, Professor X, which the damn T is still, the T is in my, it's Professor X. C, Magneto, or D, Professor X and Magneto.
A little bit of a trick question.
Cuckoo said, "I buy the CGC books. I'm just not that old." Oh, okay. I didn't assume you were from the 1950s, but dude, your well of knowledge is admirable. I'm gonna give you that. I definitely have enjoyed Cuckoo in the chat. Like, he's definitely dropping knowledge left and right. This is awesome. Now I'm worried on this one, Cuckoo. Did I get this one right? But okay. What are you thinking here?
I don't think it was Professor X, because I think Cerebro was something that either someone helped him with, or built for him and showed him.
Okay.
So I'm bouncing back and forth between Hank McCoy, and Professor X and Magneto. I feel like definitely.
So you don't think it's Professor X or Magneto by themselves?
No. You
think they did it together, or you think it was Beast?
Yeah. I feel like Magneto definitely helped him build one of them. I just don't know if it was the first one.
All right, so let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. We're locking down an answer. 1. We're locking it down, chat. Make sure changes if you need to. And we're ending the poll. All right. What do you think it is? What are you gonna lock in? They already got their answer in.
I'm going to say Professor X and Magneto, even though I might be kicking myself because I'm kind of 50-50 with Hank McCoy.
You locking it in?
I'm going to lock it in, yeah.
Professor X and Magneto is what you're going with. You're not going Professor X? Is what I have to tell you?
That's a tough number.
It is.
My number 3 answer.
Professor X and Magneto. It was the correct answer.
Okay.
And actually, Jackson dropped it in. It was enhanced by the Beast. So they first built it, and then Beast actually made it better. And what it is pretty much what we see today. Yeah. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Cuckoo, but I did my research. So we're on the last question here, guys, of the hero section. you guys are stomping. Justin, just nail in the coffin, brother. Nail in the coffin.
Stone cold, just stopping them. Stomping,
dude, they're just relentless, brother. They're taking you. Man, if we did this, like, I love Marvel Comics, but if we did this on, like, Dragon Ball or something, I think I would. That is not how you spell fantastic. They would probably kill me as well. Like, dude, I feel like I'm a big fanboy, but man, people make me look like I'm a noob. So
there are people out there that it just sticks,
dude,
man.
Dude, they're just. That's what I love about like this whole platform is just there's somebody out there that just knows more than me that I can just boom, just jump off of or learn. Like Cuckoo's dropping some knowledge, like dropping comic issue like that's awesome. Like it's just so interesting to see what fascinates people and how much they can just invest in that hobby.
No matter how much you know about anything, there's always somebody that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So last question of the night. You guys have solidified the victory over Justin. Justin collects. But we're gonna do the final. He's fighting for pride right now. So let's give a big clap to Justin in the chat here while we go into the final question. You ready, Justin?
I'm ready.
Let's rock. All right, you guys. Last question is the chat. Who was Nelson and Murdoch's first clients? Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, X-Men, or Wilson Fisk?
So with this, I'm thinking definitely street level.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's either I'm torn between. It's not the X-Men, but they don't need help. Right.
Okay. Okay.
Although maybe representation in the court of law, but I don't know. The whole mutant persecution thing.
Yeah.
But I'm torn between Spider-Man and Wilson Fisk.
Okay.
Like maybe it was a storyline where maybe that's how Daredevil really got to going like head to head with Wilson Fisk and got to know like everything he was doing. I'm gonna say Spider-Man. I think they helped Spider-Man out at some point.
Good. So you're going Spider-Man. You're locking in Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got Chad over here. Oh man, I think somebody just changed their answer to Spider-Man. I think they're copying it. I didn't in the chat. I think they're copying your homework. I wouldn't do that, guys. You're winning.
Yes,
all right. I'm gonna give them.
Have you seen the score?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're locking it in. Well, Justin, the first clients of Nelson and Murdoch was the Fantastic Four.
Really?
Yes.
Really? I had no
Matt
idea.
Murdock was hired by the Thing to look into the Baxter Building's like lease. Fun fact: he was eventually fired by the Thing. So it just makes it even better. So, Justin, you got a ton of claps in the chat.
Thank you guys.
You guys did awesome. You guys, did they miss one?
Just Bucky's arm.
Just Bucky's arm. Because I mean, they had the advantage. They had like 12 people typing in the chat. They could have typed in 12 different things on these because they got the MODOT one. They got the, all that. Coco only missed 2 themselves. So taking score at home. So not too bad. That was fun. I mean, let me know like by putting a like on the video if you enjoyed like this whole process. If you'd like to see this again, like in maybe a different subject, maybe another comic run, maybe an anime specific, but whatever. So we've got this boy right here to give away. So give me a second. Justin, if you could stick around for just a minute.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna give that bad boy away. So you must be subscribed obviously on the channel. But let's do create new raffle.
Make sure you like the stream too. Hit that like button here.
I appreciate that. This has been, dude. I really appreciate you jumping in with me.
Oh yeah, man. This was fun.
Okay, so there are going to be so a little bit of stipulations. Please make sure you live in the continental U.S. because I can't I can't send this thing overseas. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of dough. We ain't that big of a YouTube channel around here. So we're gonna start a raffle here. All right, so guys, go ahead and hit exclamation point enter into the chat to enter the giveaway. That is exclamation point enter to enter the chat or to enter the giveaway. You can only exclamation point enter like here I'll like the actual words like exclamation point enter like that. Just like that, guys. And then you should get a notification that says Slick Media has entered. Obviously, I'm going to take myself out of the raffle, but just like I did on screen, exclamation point, enter to enter the giveaway. I will give you guys like a minute or two here. I really I do appreciate literally every single person that has jumped in, participated on the chat. I felt that like this was a really fun. Amazon just moved up. Max Spidey. Oh, Maximum Spider-Man is coming up to 424. Ooh, there we go. 50 bones. I hope it's good. I just hope it's good for $50. I feel like I feel like it's expensive. 25.
It is. It's high.
It's double. It's double what a regular one is. Guys, we only got 3 entries. I've only got uncarded reviews. I've got Jackson and I've got Action Figure Avenue. If you want this figure or enter the chance, you got to put exclamation point enter into the chat to win this guy. You must be subscribed. So I'm gonna give you guys the raffle's been open for about 2 minutes. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. When this hits 5, we're gonna close down the chat. And I mean, if you don't enter, I do legends, but no mutants except for Snubby. So I've only got uncarded reviews, Jackson and Action Figure Avenue entered in the giveaway. So exclamation point enter to enter the giveaway. If you're interested in winning this figure, I will ship it out to you. It doesn't cost you a thing. The way that will work is if you win, you will need to go into my description of my channel and you will have to email my business email your name, what your YouTube handle is, and your mailing address so I can get it out to you. If you fail to do any of that, the figure's just going to it's going to stay with me and I'm going to send it to Justin. So, and he's going to gloat over that whoever won this thing
exactly
did not win it, you know. So,
like, who's the real winner? Who's the real winner?
Right? Dude, I think we're all of the winner. This is fun. I feel like the winner, man. Like we had a good crowd, a very interactive crowd. We had multiple people voting. Like you were hitting it off. Like I felt like we were getting a good vibe going. So, and I
learned some things.
Yeah,
I learned some things. So
I don't know how much was right. Cuckoo's got me crazy.
Right. Yeah.
So you got about 2 minutes. Exclamation point enter if you want this figure. We only got 3 entries right now, so there's a 33% chance that somebody's gonna get this figure. So,
right now, Action Figure Avenue, Uncarded, and Jackson are just hoping nobody else enters. So
oh yeah, dude, they're just like
33.3% chance of winning.
Yeah,
that's.
And I think definitely Jackson and Action Figure Avenue have been here around for a while. But again, to do those entries, if you go to my YouTube channel, hit the next to the Discord link, there's one more link, click that, you'll open it up and there will be a channel details. You have to click the view the email. You must email me your name, your YouTube handle, and your address where you want the figure sent, and I will get it sent out in the next couple days. Also, the fourth leg of this whole thing, the other 10 questions I prepared, will be on Instagram. So go over to Collecting Snook over on Instagram. Follow me there. Starting Monday, every other day will be a new question with the answers following the previous day. So Monday will be a question, Tuesday will be the answer, so on and so forth. So, guys, we only got 3 entries into this thing. Kat, you don't. I don't collect legends anymore. Good luck, guys. Oh, so we got I do legends, but not no mutants except for Snubby. So we got people that are just like, oh, that's a cool figure, but I don't need it. I applaud you, Justin. Like, we need to probably learn from them to hone in our stuff a little bit. That's some restraint. A free figure coming to them. But we got 3 entries, so we got about 30 seconds, and we're gonna hit our mark, and then we're gonna close this bad boy for some rounding.
Jackson. Yeah, nobody else joined.
Yes, nobody else. 33%, Jackson.
That's some good sportsmanship.
Yeah, man. I love
yeah, it's just not for me. I want somebody that wants to get it. That's good sportsmanship.
Dude, that's awesome. Like, I love that. Just like, hey, it's free crap. I'll join it. I don't even do this. I love that. Like, great attitude. Guys, if you're not joined, I have a Discord as well. I think I mentioned that, didn't I? Can you grab the link to that? Oh, I can grab it on here. I'm gonna send this to you, Justin, in chat. If I mess with Discord, you're gonna go away. If you guys aren't joined to the Discord, where's, oh god, grab this link here. Oh wait, I can get it from the YouTube channel or the YouTube main page. Boop. I'm gonna drop this in the chat. I'm just stalling time here. Boom, there you go. If you want to join the Discord, we talk about everything from anime to comics to anything collectibles. Just came out. It's a cool community. We don't blow up your phones like every other Discord. We're pretty systematic about when we post, and you'll let know when this happens again, or if I'm guest on somebody else's channel, or we just live stream or a video comes out. You'll get notified for all that. So if you're not part of it, join the channel. All right, Justin, I think it's roll time. So let's see. Let me go here. I'm gonna leave this question up, but we're gonna add a source. I think it's scene and giveaway. Okay.
Thank you, Cuckoo. Thank you. He said I subbed to both your channel.
I appreciate that, Cuckoo. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna close whatever my display is. Okay, that's not the winner, so don't get too excited. I don't even know what it says. What does it say? Okay, Action Figure Avenue, you did not win yet. That's just the placeholder. So let's clean this up. Let's get rid of the counters. We don't need no counters anymore. Justin's name can go away. We don't need to rub it in anymore, right, Justin? All right.
Oh, no more.
All right, here's the roll. We're closing it down. Stop raffle. All right, so we got three uncarded reviews, Jackson and Action Figure Avenue. Who is going to get this lovely figure? I will give you to the end of next week, so Friday, to email me. So you guys better do it. So here we go. And here we go. Here's the raffle. 33% chance to win this figure. And the winner is Action Figure Avenue. Congratulations for winning. Make sure you email me to get this figure. I'll send it out. It is in pristine condition. I will make sure I get a big enough box so it does not crush this card. Now, please. Oh, 33.33%. Corrected. So let's give a big shout out and a big clap to Justin for joining. Make sure you go to Justin Collects, follow him. He will also, if you did not get enough of Justin, he will be live tomorrow at 7:45 Central, 8:45 Eastern over on his YouTube channel doing Justified with him and his 3 other hosts. So if you're interested in that, go over and check him out. It's an awesome show. It's shenanigans. I've watched several times. It's just fun. So there's a lot more personalities. If you guys want to catch me, I'm gonna figure out what we're doing with this live stream, but I want to thank Justin. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It's been a blast. Congratulations to Action Figure Avenue. Thank you for everybody that joined and dropped in and participated. That's what I want. I want community. I want some interaction. And it's been an absolute blast. I appreciate it, Justin.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me, Snook. Thank you for everybody. I see a couple people saying they subscribed. Thank you so much. This was fun. We're gonna have to do this again sometime.
For sure.
I had a blast.
We might have to do the reverse though.
Oh yeah.
So you can make me look bad against chat.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.